76. I probably should have my phone just for fun. Good evening. Hope everyone is doing well. I'm now live on the correct channel. I went live earlier. Technically, it would have been 2 minutes early, except I was on the wrong channel. Minor details other than that. Barbecue 76. Hello. Good evening. Um, Barbecue 76 says, going to slide in at the last minute again, huh? Well, technically a minute late. Yes, I am. Yay, you can hear me. That's awesome. Man, my hair is looking crazy today. Hey, Princess Jamie. Sorry about being on the wrong channel before, but congratulations on being first on that one, Princess Jamie. Dr. Falcon says, yes, we have connection. Yes. You probably have noticed that it's just me. Kevin Smith says, hello. Trolling for Dollars says, second try worked. Yay. Elko Belkin says, hello. Matthew says, where is the bear? So you guys are probably noticing that the bear is not here, that it's just me. And can you guys hear that? Listen really closely. It's the sound of no children in my house. You should mark this date down on the calendar like it never happens. So my mother is visiting, and so my kiddos are spending time with Nana, and so I get to live stream with you guys, just me and you and the Labradog, who's currently napping or meditating. I can't quite tell what she's doing. He is not still in Vegas. He is on his way here. There was a massive accident this morning in Vegas. If he walks through the door in like 5 minutes, I might punch him. Because he did that last time. He said that he wasn't going to be home till really late, and then he was home much earlier. But I have him beat. I locked him out. So if he does show up, he can't just show up. Doug Stubbs says, hello. Wow, made it to my first live stream. Well, welcome. Thank you for joining us. RBX 177 says, here, Dr. Falcon says, Jeff still in Vegas playing the slots. Nope, he's on his way home. There was, like I was saying, there was a massive, I almost said a massive earthquake. There was a massive accident this morning. And so they left early, but then they got stuck in a terrible traffic and had to go all through Valley of Fire. And it was super craziness. So you guys are going to have to bear with me in the fact that there's only one of me and that I will probably get behind. So I probably shouldn't go off on rambling stories too much. And yep. D Full says, hello. S says, the bear ate the children. Nope. You build it, we destroy it said, it's an interspecies marriage, a deer and a bear. Yes. Okay. So explaining the headgear for this evening. It is getting cold here, colder, and it's feeling very much like fall. And I couldn't find a pumpkin one, so I'm going with almost Christmas, even though we know that Thanksgiving and fall happen first. So that's what's happening there. Barbecue 76 says, well, you did say you started early, so I guess you weren't late, just wrong channel. That is correct, Barbecue 76. I am so technically on top of things that I was on the wrong channel. And I was like, I see myself on the internet, but that's not the right channel. So yeah. Daughter Ross says, Jessie has a night to herself. I know. Well, I have an evening to myself that I'm sharing with you guys. So it's alone, but together, if that makes sense. Sean says, silence is golden. It really is. And I love my children. I super love them, and they're amazing. And so is quietness sometimes. They are probably actually watching with their Nana. Where is the meth lab? She is, she's completely like laying on her side. Like, I had food. I went for a walk. I am just laying here being the best Labradog I can be. Didiz says, cool, kid free. That is totally true. Frank says, hello. Insulum says, hello. I hope the mister is safe. I like your headgear. Thank you so much. Jeff is traveling. He has a traveling companion. It is Duncan. So I'm super excited. All of the kiddos are going to be in the same house to get together. And so the mischief will begin. RBX is laughing so much he's crying. Default says, I have 5 kids, so any quiet is good quiet. Unless you notice that it's been 15 minutes of quiet, and then you're like, that's too much quiet. So, quiet is good if you're alone, but quiet is not good if you have a house full of children. Mike Adams. Hey, Mike Adams. He says, howdy, y'all. Inslims talking to Princess Jamie. By the way, Princess Jamie, I just have to say it was super awesome to see that you were first tonight. I know you were not first on this channel, but it was so awesome to see your smiling face. Derek J says, what did you do with all the bear's old tools? Hide them, throw them away, or does he hide them before you can? I didn't do anything with his tools. More tools are actually coming. So PT says, glad to see you're feeling better. I am feeling much better. I think it was 2 weeks ago that I was like so sick that I could not even participate and I felt terrible. So thank you so much. Jean Kelly says, good evening, Mrs. DaBear from Jean and Robin. Hope all is well. Cute antlers. Thank you so much. Good evening to Jean and Robin. Frank says, I have 6 days in a row on the treadmill. You are awesome. I feel like I need to like send you like they have these things for, what are they called? This is where my brain is like not working. You like print it out and every day you accomplish something, you can color it in. I feel like I should send you one of those for the treadmill, but I am super proud of you and just keep going. You can, every day is a new opportunity to continue doing it. So awesome. Trolling for Dollars says self-isolating. Are you self-isolating or are you saying I am because I have no children? Mark Sparks says, do bears have antlers? This one does this evening. But no, not in general. Mike Adams says, I know nothing about those out of the blue highway shutdowns. And if you believe that one, I'll tell you another one. I love it. Barbecue 76 says, you finally got some quiet time and now you have to put up with the likes of us. You guys are awesome. I have to tell you, it was so hard when I was sick because I was laying down in the other room. And so I could hear Jeff and I could hear what you guys were saying or see what you guys were saying, but I was so not up to it. I'm so sorry. So Daughter of Ross says, by the way, guys, remember to hit the thumbs up, like the chat. She didn't say like the chat, but I just realized I should like the stream before I forget. Wah ha ha ha. Princess Jamie's talking Inslim. Marianne, hi. Hello to Mrs. DaBear, aka my baby girl. Nana here with Ellen, Griff, and Natsumi. So you guys know Eleanor and Griffin. Marianne is my mom, and Natsumi is her seeing eye dog. So that is the whole family. I'm going to like the stream before I forget. So thank you for joining us, Nana. D Full says, right. PT says, done and done. Thumbs up given. Awesome. Stephen, hey, good evening, Stephen. Says, hello, all. En says, no, mister, not tonight. He is still traveling back from Vegas. He has the biggest bear with him. And so they should be here this evening, but not before the live stream ends. So, Trolling for Dollars says, at the Den of Tools. Should we use at the Den of Tools tonight? Yes, since that is the correct channel. Even though I started the live stream on the wrong channel this morning. I'm just, I'm staying humble and showing you what a dingbat I am. Andrew Miller says, good evening, everyone. Frank is talking to Steven, says, howdy, neighbor. Inslim's talking to Princess Jamie. Sergeant Joe Smith says, you get it working yet? Yes, I did finally. Ian says, this is painful without the mail. Well, you always have the option to not watch, or you could learn something new. Hello, all. Thanks for another stream. You are so welcome, Will H. Andrew Miller says, come on, everyone, hit that like button. Inslim says, at the Den of Tools, I made my first desk. It's nothing fancy, but it works great, and the legs are a little off, and it's a few inches taller than I wanted. Also, how do you know you didn't have COVID? Technically, I don't know that I didn't have COVID. Inslim, I would love to see your desk. And congratulations on making your first desk. I think nobody knows that they didn't have COVID technically, unless they have some antibody tests done. That's my 2 cents on the subject. Not that I am a doctor or a medical professional. Daughter Roz talking to trolling $4. Doug says, at the Den of Tools, or for anyone, I have looked but cannot find one. Does Bauer or Hercules have a cordless jigsaw? So, girls and boys, I'm going to rely on someone else to answer Doug's question this evening or wait for a really long response from Jeff. Steven says, Heidi ho to Frank. Frank saying hello to Dada Ra. Barbecue 76 talking to Frank. Dada Ra talking to Frank. Dada Ra says, if it's like last time, he will show up in 110 minutes. You know, that's really funny, except that I locked him out. So good luck with that. If it's like last time, he'll show up and there'll be a loud banging at the door. Derek says, Derek Payne at the Den of Tools. In Kentucky, laying a hammock by a fire pit, watching my favorite Sunday night show. Oh, that sounds really awesome. What is the weather like there? Is it nice? Is it super cool? Last night, my lovely neighbors, I say that completely sarcastically, at 3:00 in the morning, lit something off, like maybe a firework. I don't know. And I get up because it sounds like there's a bomb going off outside my house. And there's a huge bonfire in their backyard. And they're singing at the top of their lungs, 3:00 in the morning. So that was awesome. Anyways, your hammock by a fire pit sounds way more amazing. And thank you for sharing. Frank's talking to Barbecue 76, trolling for $1, says, anyone else getting buffering? I cannot see things like we normally can. So if it's buffering, I super apologize. Daughter of Roz talking to Frank. Marianne says, hi, it's Griff. Hey, Griff. Hope you're having a great night with Nana. Hopefully you're listening and behaving, being a good helper. Only one Mr. X, only one Mr. Y. Love your hat. Thank you. Again, if I had like a pumpkin one or something, something more fall. I actually thought of like lattes because people drink lots of warm drinks, but alas, I do not have that hat. So I went with what I did have. Didia says, fixing my dishwasher. So just listening for now. Awesome. I have to say that I have done that on more than one occasion with Jeff. So listen on. And apparently Bella's decided she needs to be even closer. And Frank is talking to Daughter of Ra. Sergeant Joe Smith says, stream is good on computer. Ava Finnegan says, hey, Ava. Hope you're having a great night. Maybe it's Eva. Let me know which one it is. Daughter of Roz talking to Frank. Only one Mr. X, only one Mr. Y. Nice hair. Nice to see you. Where is the bear? The bear is traveling back from Vegas with the big bear, Duncan. So he should be here in a couple hours. Unfortunately, there were some massive delays this morning with some sort of accident or something. And it took forever to get out of Vegas. So, Daughter Ra, it was answering the question. If you locked him out, wouldn't he have a key to get in? Yes, hypothetically he would, but I don't think he took them with him. So, no. Doug's talking to Andrew. Eva's talking to only one. I love you guys are talking to each other tonight. Christina Marie says, at the Den of Tools. Oh my gosh, Christmas came early. That is so right. I hope that you're having a great day. I have totally been thinking about you. And when we are in Vegas, when I am in Vegas next, I hope that we can do some sort of socially distancing something, get together, something. We'll have to do something. Mater's Workshop, talking to Sergeant Joe Smith. Steven says, sounds like we may have to get Jennison at some point. I don't know what that means. I could just be slow. Could be having a slow day. Only one Mr. X, only one Mr. Y says, cool. And he also says, you guys are amazing. I'm not sure if you're talking to Steven or somebody else, but if you're talking to us, thank you. And if you're talking to them, thank you. Chris, hey, says evening. Good evening, Chris. Hope you're having a good one. Andrew Miller, talking to Doug. Dr. Falcon, I think, is answering Doug's question. Says Bauer does have a 20-volt jigsaw, $49.99. Sergeant Joe Smith talking to Maters. Maters says, good evening, Mrs. DaBear. Good evening, Maters Workshop. I hope that you were having a great weekend. How was everybody's week? I felt like this week was definitely a little bit odd, but still good. Doug said something, and then I moved this. Where's Doug? Doug. No buffering for me. Frank says, Maters Workshop. I watched a new video. PT says, Bauer, 6/5 amp, corded, and Bauer 20-volt, Hypermax, jigsaws. I think you're answering our friend's question. Fred Hill says, here for the beer. Awesome. Trolling for Dollars says, fall. It's still 100 degrees here. It's not 100 degrees here in Montana. It's a little chilly. Maters Workshop responded to Frank's comment. Steven's talking to Frank. Jesse sent you some links to Halloween headbands on Messenger. Awesome. I super appreciate that. I also have to say that I love all of the headbands that you sent me. That was a super awesome gift. And I love it. And the kiddos love it. So thank you. Michael says, hi, kid. So we meet again. Perhaps the wife will be jealous. Good evening, Michael. I hope that you are having a super great week and weekend. Sergeant Joe Smith's talking to Di Diz. Frank's talking to Steven. Daughter of Russ talking to Sergeant Joe. Trolling for Dollars says, did you get my postcard? Okay. Trolling for Dollars. I have to say that I did get a postcard that I put in my purse, and then I put it somewhere really special so that I didn't lose it. And I don't know what I did with it. So it is my mission tomorrow to find said postcard. So the answer is, I think that I got your postcard, but I don't know where I put it in my purse. So, we are really about being honest on our live stream and admitting when we do things like perhaps start streaming in the wrong, channel this evening, or I put your postcard somewhere really special and now I can't remember where it is. So the answer is yes, I think I got your postcard, but I don't know what I did with it. But I am going to find it tomorrow, I promise. And I'm going to write myself a note right now because I thought it was you. And then I was questioning if it was you that asked, because you asked me last week. So I promise, I'm going to look it up. Barbecue 76 talking to Frank. Christina Marie says, Big Bear never called me. Hey, I don't know all the details, but I do know that he sent you a message or he texted you because he said he didn't hear from you. Goblin Bear. Hi, all. Good evening, Goblin Bear. Daughter of Ross says he was talking to Frank. Oh, Sergeant Joe Smith. Heroes, if you come every week just to see Mrs. DaBear, then hit the like button right now, please. Awesome. Goblin Bear says it's Griff. I know it's you, honey. Good evening. Insulin says, here's an interesting fact. Christmas Eve comes before Christmas Day, but New Year's Eve comes after New Year's Day. Technically, that's true, sort of. Steven. Where did we go? Steven said, I got a, nope. Steven's talking to Frank. Daughter of Ross says, at Goblin Bear. Hi, Griffin. Be good for Grandma and your sister. Oh, that was sweet. 29 Madman God says, hey, girl. So where's Papa Bear? He is on his way back from Vegas. Not sure which part of the highway he's on right now. Thank you, Daughter of Ra. You were awesome for answering that. And thank you, Insulin. You guys are so awesome. Frank's talking to Barbecue 76. Goblin Bear says, yep. Hi, Daughter of Ra. Steven says, I got a corded hyper tough jigsaw. It hasn't failed me yet. Steven says, Oh, Frank said to Steven, message me when people are feeling better. I know. Daughter of Ra and Steven, are you guys feeling better? A little bit, maybe? Fishing Up a Storm says 101 here today. Gonna be hot all week. Ugh. Yeah. Daughter of Ra is talking to Frank. 29 Madman God says, you folks are staying there in Montana. No more Viva Las Vegas? Nope. We are going to have two places. So we are going to stay the majority of the time here in Montana. And then we will also go to Vegas for some parts of the year as well, but just not as much as we'll be in Montana. I think I said that correct. Mark Shipley says, hi all. Dr. Falcon says 74 degrees here in Tennessee. Lovely weather. Wow, 74 is nice. Steven Saka. Frank Felipe says, hi. Hello, Felipe. Inslim says, I'm glad I'm not the only one to lose things by putting them someplace safe to prevent them from getting lost. I cannot tell you how many times I have done that. And I almost always find it. I just have to like spend 20 minutes where I'm able to focus and think, where did I put this? Where did I put this? Mater's Workshop said, I had a great weekend out riding my motorcycle with my motorcycle ministry. Awesome. The only thing is I'm back to being single again. Well, I don't know all the details, but I do have to say, I think it's always better to be single for the right reasons than to be with somebody for the wrong reasons. So if things were not a good fit, if you stay with somebody that isn't good for you and isn't a relationship that's bringing joy and making you live your best life and be your best whatever you are, whoever you are, then that's taking up space in your life so that it can't be filled by the right person because you're not allowing that space in your life. So I hope that you're okay. I'm sorry that you're single again. Although I say that and I don't know the details. So maybe it's like, woohoo, you're single. I don't know. But there is somebody out there for you. And now you have space in your life to have that person find you or have you find them. And I'm not going to worry about the fact that I kind of look like an emperor penguin with like little crazy stray hairs coming out of my ears, behind my ears, whatever. They're not in my ears. You know what I mean. Daughter of Ra is talking to Frank. Frank's talking to Daughter of Ra. Freddie Hill says, at the Den of Tools, Mrs. DaBear, look up a YouTube channel, Living in Montana. It covers land and life in Montana. It's called Living in Montana. Okay. I met somebody this week who has a YouTube channel where they are looking for gold and they are in Montana and I'm excited. They are super cool. And so it was just kind of cool to meet somebody else here locally who also has a YouTube channel and they're doing fun stuff. And they actually have a giveaway on their channel for every 100 subscribers. I think that's what it is. They give away a nugget, like a nugget of gold. I was like, wow, that's kind of amazing. Daughter Ra is talking to Frank. And Fred Hill, thank you for telling me about that channel because I will go check them out. And Trolling for Dollars is laughing. Didiz talking to Sergeant Joe Smith. I'm trying to move this and not go too far. And of course I did. Didiz talking to Joe Smith. Blind Toolman says at something. At the Den Tools. Is it deer season already? LOL. Evening all. I love you, Blind Toolman. Doug's talking to Steven. Trolling for Dollars says correct. And I will ask next week. Thank you so much because you need to keep me on my toes. The Gonzalez family, 909. Where's Papa Bear? He's on a road trip home, like Daughter Frost said. Doug says, Steven, he's talking to Steven. Princess Jamie says, December is nice and warm in San Antonio. Okay, tell me more. Like when you say nice and warm, like what are the temperatures? Because when you say nice and warm, I get concerned because You like warm things. So is it like 90 degrees in December? The Gonzalez family 909 says thanks. The home handyman says a bear with horns. That's right. Mater's Workshops talking to Princess Jamie. Barbecue 76 says, I'm betting Jeff gets home before the stream is over, sits down and tries to be important. It's okay. We all we all saw it fall apart that Sunday you were sick. We know who keeps it on track. Oh, it's really hard to do this by yourself. So thank you guys. You guys are awesome. And I have to say, like I said, it's really hard when I am too sick to when I was too sick to be here for the Sunday live stream. It was like it pained me to not be here. So, yeah. Sergeant Joe Smith says, at the Den of Tools, assume your kids were a bit older and you see them out rioting and breaking windows. How would you react? Pretty sure they'd never do that, though, because they have good parents. You know, everybody makes mistakes. I do not see them out rioting and breaking windows. But I do see, kids make mistakes. But if I saw that, I would definitely intervene and they would have to come home because we don't act like that. Daughter of Ra says, at the Den of Tools, does breathing sound like I'm at least alive? Oh, Daughter of Ra, I'm so sorry. I will message you. I am super sorry. It has been a super crazy week. Griffin started flag football practice and he had his first game on Friday and he was like living his best life. I was super bummed that Dad could not be there, but Nana was there and Eleanor and I were there and he did awesome. He had such a great time. And Eleanor did something called Safe Sitters this week. It's a class that you enroll in. It's an 8-hour class that they teach over a couple of days, and then they are more prepared to be a safe babysitter. So they teach them like CPR and what to do in different situations. It was a really cool thing. So I'm super proud of both of my kids. They did great last week, and Nana came. So that was also super exciting. But I am so sorry you guys are still sick. I wish I could come over and bring like chicken soup or whatever would make you feel better. Frank says, is the Cubs business transferring to winter work too? So that is a good question. So right now they were doing poop pickup in Vegas. Here, people don't really seem interested in that as much, but they do want lawn care. So we're doing lawn care. And I think potentially if we are here during the winter, it would involve snow removal. But I think it just depends on, how long we're here, etc. But when we are here, if there are people that need help, we are definitely willing to do that. 29 Madman God says, what, you folks aren't moving back to Vegas? We've gone over this a bunch. We are going to be in both places. We're going to spend more time in Montana than Vegas, but we will be in Vegas as well. The Gonzalez family 909 YouTube money good, 2 places. No. I mean, not that it's bad, but we're by no means gajillionaires. We own a house here in Montana that was my father's, and he passed away, and so it is my house now. It is our house, and the house in Vegas is a rental, so we are by no means gajillionaires. But thank you for thinking that. Fred Hill says, at the Den of Tools, the fire by us is the Cameron Peak fire, exploded to more than 6,000 acres. It's now over 100. Oh, you're saying it exploded more than 6,000 acres. So it increased by that. It's now over 111,000 acres. It's now our 3rd largest wildfire in Colorado history. I am so sorry, Fred. That is awful. The Gonzalez family was clarifying money. No, we're not gajillionaires. Sergeant Joe Smith says, Vegas, too crowded for bears to roam. That is correct. 29 Madman God says, here in Yuma, it's just over 100 degrees. Yeah, Vegas was very warm still. Sergeant Joe Smith says, 60 degrees here. Doug says something to Dr. Falcon. Christina Marie says, nice relationship advice. Thank you so much. I super appreciate you saying that. Hang on. I cannot get my chat to behave. One moment, please. Dr. Falcon says, let's help Jess make thousands. Vacation time is coming. $20 super chat. Thank you so much. Speaking of things that I put in a place so that I won't lose it, or my husband put it somewhere. One moment while I find that bell. Talk amongst yourselves. I think he hid my bell. Well, excuse me. We have a cowbell. Oh, hi. Speaking of being blind, it's right in front of me. Hi. Hi. Yes, it's our friends. Nope. We're not being crazy right now. I'm going to ring a bell. Dr. Falcon, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. 3, 2, 1. Bing, 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 bing. Thank you. That was probably really loud and I apologize. Thank you. Terry, $2 super chat says, hello from the DeWalt man. Thank you so much. 3, 2, 1. Bing, 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 bing. Thank you, Terry. I'm just going to make sure that I didn't miss anybody else. Oh, Shaka. I totally missed yours. $2 super chat. Ryobi is straight up garbage. Horrible crud. Okay. That's her opinion. 3, 2, 1. Bing, 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 bing. Thank you. Just making sure I didn't miss anybody else. No. Okay. Sorry. Christina Marie, yes. Nice relationship advice. I think it's totally true. I think it's easy to feel like in a bad place when you get out of a relationship or just feel, just down or negative. And I think for me, it has been helpful for me to remember that, sometimes it's a good thing. And sometimes, you stay on good terms with that person and they just become a friend. And sometimes you never speak their name again, as a number of people have mentioned to me. Dr. Falcon's talking to Doug. Sergeant Joe Smith says, cold front from storm to north moved in and temperature dropped 20 degrees in 10 seconds here in Arkansas. Holy cheese and crackers. That's really a lot. Wow. Sergeant Joe Smith says, we are going from 83 yesterday to 58 tomorrow. Oh my gosh. Daughter Ra, I just still feel terrible that you were feeling so sick. I'm sorry. Frank is sending Fred Hill prayers. Doug says something to Dr. Falcon. Sergeant Joe Smith, I saw that 9-carat diamond found here in Arkansas. Yep, super cool. Ernesto says, thanks for the donations. Yes, thank you for the donations. Princess Jamie is talking to Meter's Workshop. Fred Hill at the Den of Tools. We're back to poor air quality. On the ID theft, it looks like my birthday and social security number were stolen. We believe my info was stolen when I worked for the feds. Yeah, I've heard that a number of times. So I am super sorry to hear that. And it's also really hard to know when, when your information is stolen. So that's a super bummer. Dr. Falcon says, okay. I don't know what that means. Ernesto Gonzalez. I love that little huggy, smiley. I don't know what that is, but it's a cute little thing. Doug says something to Sergeant Joe Smith. Frank says, I liked your Sunday's Bears Den live stream. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I was like, I'm pretty sure I'm not live. I think I'm not live, but it says I'm live. I'm like, I am live, but I'm live on the wrong channel. So, that's the kind of professional that I am. I was live on both channels today. So I was working overtime, right? That's positive spin. Thank you so much for liking it, Frank. Jesse, I think we're going to get more giggles hearing you say Steve is talking to Joe. Frank is talking to daughter Fra. Yes. Well, because I start reading and it comes out of my mouth before my brain processes it. Hey, Gary says, at the Den of Tools. Good evening, Miss Bear, and hope everyone is doing good. Only home for 30 hours this weekend. Oh my gosh. Fall colors started 54 degrees. So ran up to Eli, Minnesota to see some colors. Awesome. That's super great. I have a sneeze that's going to happen. Maybe. So I really love the changing colors during this with the seasons. And living in California, we really don't have that very much. My mom is from the East Coast and my dad was from North Dakota. And so that is one of the things that is really nice is that me and the kids have been talking to my mom and describing the colors. I think most of you guys know, but in case you don't, my mom is blind and has a seeing eye dog. She was not always blind, lost her vision progressively in my late teens, early 20s. So she has a really great reference for color. Like she did a lot of traveling. She's been to this part of the country before. Excuse me. So she is very familiar with the changing of the seasons and the colors and stuff. But of course, she can't see it herself anymore. So um, I feel grateful that I can share some time together in a place that we have both spent time together, but just not in like 20 some years. I think the last time that she was here with me in this house, um, I was Eleanor's age. So I was about sixth grade. Um, and so it's, it's emotional, I think, for me, for sure, because, you know, you reminisce about the last time you did blah 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 together. So it's really nice to spend time with her. I always encourage folks to spend family time. It's super important. Um and thank you again, Nana, for hanging out with the kiddos so that I could do the live stream tonight. I really appreciate it. Um Frank is talking to Shaka, saying hello. Princess Jamie said it was 80 out several days last December during the day. Oh my gosh, 80 degrees. William says, happy Sunday night. Thank you. Meters Workshops, talking to Princess Jamie. Jehu says, what's up, what's up, what's up? Hello. Thank you for being here. Rye says, of all the channels, my dear, that are live in my feed, I choose this one because I am a gentleman. Oh, thank you so much, Rye. Thank you for joining us. Jehu says, are you ready for Monday? Not really. Not really. I'm not sure which part of Monday you're talking about. I feel like you're really ready for Monday. And I don't think I'm ready. I think that I'm missing a super chat. Fred Hill, $5 super chat. The one living in Montana, look up buying land in Montana. The ID theft happened about 4 years ago. 1.1 million records were stolen. Holy cheese and crackers. So thank you so much, Fred Hill, for the super chat. And I will definitely check out living in Montana. 3, 2, 1. Ding, 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 ding. Thank you so much. I also realized when you put in the name of the channel that you want me to go check out, I did not mention our friends channel, the friends that we met this week. It is Gold Quest Montana. I am looking up because it's in my, what do you call it? It's on my computer. That's what I'm trying to say. Words, English, sometimes I speak it. But it's Gold Quest Montana on YouTube. It is a small channel and they're just starting out, but it looks pretty cool. PT says, oh, I thought I was turtle sitting. All right. I don't know. Do turtles have red horns? Princess Jamie says, hello at Jehu. Fred Hill says, at the Den of Tools. On the Living in Montana, they talk about the large cities that all from LA are moving to. I guess people from Montana hate it because they want to change Montana to California. That is very true. I do know that Montanans love Montana to be Montana and not California. And so if you have an out-of-state license plate, they might give you a dirty look. And if it says California, they will definitely give you a dirty look. Mater's Workshops. Oh crap, at Jehu is here. Run and hide. Ha ha ha. Fred Hill says, at the Den of Tools. Be right back. Okay. Jehu's talking to Mater's Workshop. Michael says, at the Den of Tools, how old are these kids? Was installing auto sound when I was 17 or so. Same for CB radios, big biz at the time. How old are these kids? I missed something. I'm sorry, Michael. I'm so sorry. I don't. How old are my kids? You know how old my kids are. Lunatics. Um, Frank says, maybe you will win the laundry too. Thank you. I have actually won the laundry. I did a massive amount yesterday. I did like all of the bedding. It felt like Groundhog's Day with the laundry yesterday. I'm like, didn't I just wash this? Oh wait, no, I have 4 of them. I'm just washing the 4th one. Oh, and somehow I went too far. I'm not super behind, but I'm still behind. Jehu says, I was on the roof installing a new 4K antenna. Ed, the old tech guy, helped with the coax cable. Awesome. Love it. Andrew Miller says, it's around 80 degrees here in Indiana at 8:30. Ooh, still warm. Dr. Falcon says, Jeff likes the bill so much he took it to Vegas. Honestly, I would not put it past him. Have you seen him? He's sneaky. He's also just the bear to do that. Nana. Marianne says, Nana Bear standing by and waiting for pizza while we listen to Mrs. DaBear. Baby bears are sending their love. Oh, well, I hope that you guys enjoy your pizza. And I love you. Thank you again. Frank says, Jehu. Nice. Ed, the old tech guy, is a good friend. He is. Michael says, was thinking conspiracy theory time if Jeff hid the bill. Well, you guys have all spent time with him, so you guys know he's kind of the bear to steal it. Jehu's talking to Sergeant Joe Smith. Chaka kills. Fact, not opinion. I know. You hate Ryobi. I know. Fred Hill says, I'm back. I had to step away for a minute. All right. I'm glad you're back. Sergeant Joe Smith is talking to Jehu. Nope, just big hornets. Killed 6 so far. Boo. And then I read that one, which doesn't make any sense because I haven't been reading the other ones. Jehu's talking to Shaka Gillis. Gary says, at the Den of Tools, now that fall colors are happening, it's time to put Christmas lights up before snow falls next month. Yeah, I was trying to explain to the kids that we went to a homeschool get together, which was super awesome. And my mom came, and of course she brought her service dog and was talking to them about service animals and the training that goes into that and stuff. And at the end, the woman who helps run the homeschool group was mentioning that we need to start meeting indoors because in the next couple of weeks, like the next 2 weeks, it's going to start snowing. And my kids just kind of looked at me, and I don't think it like really processed in their brains. And I was like, yeah, we're going to have to meet inside because, it's going to be cold outside. It'll be snowing. And they're like, really? So they're in for winter. Terry's talking to Daughter of Ra. Jehu says, hello. Hello, Jehu. I hope you're having a great night. Andrew Miller says something to Terry. Dr. Falcon says, last year I had the lights up and it was still mowing the lawn. So you were like on top of it ahead of things. That's what I'm hearing. Jehu says to Daughter of Ra, get well soon. Jehu says, I jumped in late. Jeff is good. Jeff is good. He is on the road. He was super delayed with Duncan this morning because there was like a major accident. I'm guessing based on how long it was and what they did, that it was a really, really bad accident. But they were like hours delayed. So they were not in the accident. It was just delays due to an accident. So they are totally safe and fine. They're still on the road, etc. Sergeant Joe Smith says, heroes, give the lady bear 100 likes. Let's get her more likes than Jeff to make Jeff jealous. I agree with that. I think that that's okay. I support that. I feel like I'm one of the politicians. I support that. Zafiel says 73 thumbs up, something thumbs down. Give Mrs. DaBear some likes, some beers, and some tools. I kind of like that. I think that I need like a name tag that says that. Mrs. DaBear, some likes, beer, and tools. Sounds great. Frank's talking to Jehu. Sergeant Joe Smith says Jeff's on the way back from Vegas. That is correct. Blind Toolman says, at the Den of Tools, I don't see your mom. Is she blind? Is she blind, Camo? Yes, she's actually sitting next to me. No, she is hanging out with the kiddos. They are not here. They're gonna have pizza and do fun Nana stuff. Jay Who's talking to Zaffiel. Sergeant Joe Smith says he ran to get Duncan from his other mom's house so he can start homeschooling there. No, not exactly, but he will be doing school here. And yes, he is on his way back. And I went too fast. Frederick says, hello, Mrs DaBear. Hello. Frank says, Jehu, not yet, but we'll go check it out. Scorpion Sunday says, hello, Mrs. DaBear. Hey, Scorpion Sunday. I hope that you are having a super awesome day. Vader's Workshop says, let Jeff know that Red was tagged in my latest video I did today. I will let him know. I'm writing it down because I am old school and I'm not technologically savvy enough to do it electronically while I'm doing all this. You know, the fact that I'm on the right channel, that's about as good as I can get right now. Mater's Workshop video today. Beer. Yeah. If any of you guys ever tried to read my notes, you'd be like, what was she drinking when she wrote these notes? But it's shorthand that I understand. Scorpion Sunny says, hello, everyone. Sergeant Joe Smith says, hey, Scorpion. Scorpion says, hey to Sergeant Joe Smith. Dr. Falcon says, now we are giving away laundry again. Do you want me to come do your laundry, Dr. Falcon? I'm thinking it's a little bit of a drive. Insulum said, at the Den of Tools, someone mentioned automotive sound. I installed a car stereo system in my garage, powered by an old computer power supply. Okay. As I always say, pictures or it doesn't count. I totally want to see that. If you have a picture, I want to see it. If you don't have a picture, I totally understand. Sergeant Joe Smith says, everyone, Scorpion Sunday has only 70 subs. For the love of God in America, will 30 people right now go and subscribe to him to get him to 100? And then there's a link. So go to the link, like, subscribe. Yes, make it happen. Mater's Workshop is talking to Insulin, but he's asking if you did a video of how you did it. Rye says, so glad I feel better. Awesome. I'm guessing by that statement that you're keeping things down now. I know quite a number of people are either in the hospital or have been in the hospital, and another group of folks have just had some sort of cold tummy bug situation going on. So I know you guys already know this, but make sure you wash your hands, take care of yourself, etc. So please do that. Thank you. Barbecue 76 talking to Jehu. Dr. Falcon says he now has 71 subs. Yes. Doug is talking to Scorpion Sunday and Sergeant Joe Smith. Just subbed. Awesome. Jehu at Insulum. Talking to him. Michael says, good question for the crew. Remember the old type of TV wire, the flat cable with the two conductors? It's known as 300 Omen twin lead cable. Did I say that right? I can't find any for a rational price. Anybody know a vendor? Interesting. My next question, Michael, is how much do you need? I don't know that I know someone, but if I did know someone, how much do you need? And is it I need 300 yards for this one project, or I need 300 yards every 2 weeks? Those are my intelligent questions. Those are my inquiring minds want to know. Michael, and you may have already answered that. Scorpion Sunday says, you guys are so awesome. You guys are awesome. Sergeant Joe Smith says, if Scorpion Sunday gets to 100 subs tonight, he will do a video dumping buckets of ice water on himself. I don't actually know if Scorpion Sunday agreed to that. I'm thinking that Sergeant Joe Smith may have just said that. Scorpion Sunday says, will do. Fred Hill says, at the Den of Tools, it sounds like the states, New York, California, New Jersey, etc., the new states, they're trying to change their new state. The new states there going to try to change the new states. I don't know what that means, Fred. I think maybe I'm not reading something correctly. Um. Oh yeah, Sergeant Smith has been drinking. He says if Mrs. DaBear gets 300 likes, she will dance. Technically, I could dance, but no one said I would be dancing live. You know who's a really good dancer? DaBear. DaBear is a really good dancer, and I'm not even kidding. I sort of went too far. Fred Hill. It sounds okay. That's the one I couldn't understand exactly. Inslam says to Meter's Workshop, I did not. I don't really make a lot of videos. I suppose I could. I would just say, just make videos. And if you choose not to release them or publish the footage, no big deal. But if you don't record yourself doing something, you'll get to the point where you're like, why am I not recording this? Or like, man, I should have totally been recording, blah, blah, blah. Actually, okay, totally not related to this channel. But at Griffin's game, when he was playing flag football, I like recorded all this footage because I felt bad that Duncan and Jeff were missing it. So I was like trying to like record everything. And then Griffin had this amazing play and I was screaming really, really loud and I totally didn't record it. And I saw the woman in front of me and I'm like, hi, I'm the mom that was like super screaming behind you because my kid was like running down the field and bobbing and weaving and being crazy. Can I please have that footage that you just took because I wasn't recording? So don't be like me. Always be recording. You can always choose to not use the footage, but if you don't record something, there isn't a way that I'm aware of. My like magical time travel machine is currently on the fritz, so I cannot go back. But if you always have the footage, then you can do something with it. If you don't have the footage, you'll kick yourself. I'm going to get off my soapbox. You know what I mean. Okay. I do not know how to say this name. Ada Macrinal? How do you say your first name? Okay, I feel better. When I first came in, you were talking about broken relationships and the bear wasn't around. Oh, I'm so sorry. Everything is fine. We are super great. I love him to pieces. Um Sometimes he hides my bell and I do have thoughts of, whacking him with a hammer, but I love him. So no, everything's totally fine. And I really want to know how to say your name correctly. So thank you. Anyways, we're good. Somebody else is newly single and I was just reminding them, that it's all good. Sergeant Joe Smith says Scorpion Sunday is into tools and things that go bang. Scorpion Sunday is a true American. Michael talking to Fred Hill. Jehu is listing something about Best Buy antennas. Scorpion Sunday says guilty. Ba-dum-bum. Didus talking to Jehu. Frank says something to Barbecue 76. Jehu says, my bad. It says 4 max antenna. Are you trying to buy a bunch of antennas? Michael says, Jehu, I will take a look. Thanks for the tip. Awesome sauce. PT says, I haven't seen Twin Lead since Radio Shack went belly up. I actually think we have a Radio Shack here. So perhaps I should look there. Mater's Workshops talking to Insulin. Princess Jamie says, back. My internet is really bad. Mostly why I haven't been YouTubing. Oh, man. I had been wondering about that. And I just thought, like, maybe you're, like, doing something super awesome or having family time. So, yeah. Fred Hill says, my brother-in-law is on one of his eyes. He said it's like looking through a donut. I don't know what that condition is called. Is it like macular degeneration? Is that what that is? Blind Toolman, if you have any ideas about what that could be, it's an eye condition. It says it's like looking through a donut. I don't know what that condition is called. My guess is macular degeneration. Perhaps my mom or Blind Toolman could weigh in on that. Zafiel says hi to Jehu. Jehu's talking to Diz. Michael's talking to Jehu. Dora Noriega's talking to Den of Tools. Hey, hello. From Paul, Sanabria, and Dora in Fresno. I love Ryobi. Hey, Nora. Or no, Dora. Dora and Paul. Hello. Sergeant Joe Smith says, if Mrs. DaBear gets 300 likes tonight, she will dance. Again, Joe Smith has a drinking problem. I don't know what he's talking about. We still love him. Frank says, at Princess Jamie, hello. Mater's Workshop, talking to Scorpion Sunday. Insulum, talking to Mater's Workshop. Raby says, yep, able to eat now. Awesome. Michael's talking to PT, and my thing is going super fast. Okay. Wahawk says, I'm drinking. Okay. This is the problem that I have. I have to have one where I know where super chats are because I don't want to miss them and I want to acknowledge them right away. And then I have to not get behind. So we're just going to, give me some grace tonight. Michael's talking about ham radio projects. Fun says, how is it 80 in Indiana when it's 71 here in Illinois? It's called weather. Insulin says, how do I send you the pics, or it didn't happen pics, of my desk and garage stereo? Probably other people have mentioned this, but you can send it to my email. It's Mrs DaBear at denoftools.com. If one of my super amazing moderators could put that email address in there, because I literally am afraid to type things because I'll probably break the internet. But yes, that's how you should send them. Blind Toolman says, blind man can't hit tanks. Dang it. Mater's Workshop, 88 watching and 88 thumbs up. I like that. Rye says, have you checked Amazon? I'm assuming you're talking about the wiring that Michael's looking for. Georgia, let's try that again. Sergeant Joe Smith says, Joe Smith has some of that antenna wire. Awesome. Jehu says, I was going to do a video, but my tripod is busted and the roof was involved, so I chose not to. Did the roof bust your tripod? That's what I want to know. So, yeah. Barbecue 76, talking to Jehu. Mater's Workshop, talking to Insulum. Insulum saying, at the Den of Tools, whomever was looking for the 300 ohm cable, if you can't find any other option, would using a different antenna and using impedance matching transformers. I put an N in there. Impedance matching transformer. Insulum, I don't know what you're saying, but it sounds pretty smart. Michael, I'm sure that you're going to read this and say yes or no. Okay. PT says, we get all kinds of stuff donated at our local reuse store, and I've seen boxes of RG6, but no twin lead. Oh, that's really cool. Thanks for the heads up. Blind Toolman says, at the Den of Tools, please like the stream. Remember, never cross the stream or pee in the stream. That is so true. Truer words have never been said. It is 7 o'clock. I know that I'm behind, but I just want to take a second to say that it is the top of the hour, which means it is time for you, yes, you, to adopt a mod. We have amazing mods. Everyone who is a moderator has a little blue wrench, like Jehu, Scorpion Sunday, Barbecue 76, Daughter of Ra, Rye, Sergeant Joe Smith, Stephen Deswan. So many people. And many of our moderators have their own channels. And many of you guys have already checked out their channels. But if you haven't checked out their channels, please take just a second to go ahead and check out their channel. Moderators, if you could take this time to post a link to your channel. I know that I have hunted around trying to find people's channels before. So please, 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 our moderators make our community amazing and awesome. And I cannot thank you enough. We cannot thank you enough. So definitely go ahead and check them out. It might be, tonight might be the night that you check out somebody's channel that you've never seen before and you learn that you love something else, or you want to learn a bunch more about something else. So thank you to our moderators. Go take a minute to check out their channel, like, subscribe. And as always, if you like something that you see on somebody else's channel, tell your friends. Say, hey, I just found this new cool channel, or I never knew blah, blah, blah. You should come watch it with me. So thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you. Of course, super chats are also amazing. We read every single comment. Like tonight, I'm saying that so-and-so is talking to somebody else. And the super chats are just get you to the front of the line. We'll read it almost immediately unless I somehow miss it. And then you guys can tell me, hey, you missed somebody. But the super chats go towards being able to afford to be able to do other projects. Sometimes it's to get equipment. A number of you guys know that we needed a graphics card a while ago. And so the donations that you guys gave us is how we were able to do that. And we really appreciate it. And we wouldn't be able to do as many amazing things as we are on this channel without the support. So we really appreciate it. That being said, Jeff and I are also firm believers that we don't ever want somebody to donate that really isn't in a place financially to do that. Just, being a part of the community, being a part of the family, and contributing every week is awesome. So please don't donate money, especially now. Money is one of those things that, times are tough. 2020 is very weird right now. And so please do not donate money that you need for your family. I feel like I'm also forgetting something else. Oh, also you can be a member. I feel like I'm talking a mile a minute and I can't catch my breath. Members have little bears behind their names, and they do a monthly donation, kind of like Patreon, except not Patreon. And again, those funds that we get through the membership goes towards doing great things with the channel. Some of you may be confused and think that we live in a mansion and a castle and that's where all the money goes. It really isn't. We really, truly love doing projects. And Jeff is always thinking of really great ideas. That being said, we also love it when you guys recommend something. If you're like, hey, I would love to see this, send us an email, send Jeff an email. So thank you so much, everyone who contributes, the moderators, the members, each and every one of you that make our family and community awesome. Thank you. Thank you. So I'm going to get off my soapbox and read some more messages. But thank you. Thank you. Jehu's talking to Barbecue 76, trolling for dollars, talking to Insulin. Michael says usually the 300 omen, and am I saying that right? Omen wire is sold in 100-foot hanks. More than that tends to add up. Ham radio guys know how to cut and adjust the wire to turn it into a bunch of antenna projects. Scorpion Sunday says, I'm at 74. Awesome. So don't forget to go to Scorpion Sunday's channel, like and subscribe. Barbecue 76, talking to Jehu. The Blind Toolman. Sweet. I can now see all chat. LOL. Dang it. I forgot to change it to live. Aw. While Hawk says, I'm drinking. I am super not surprised by that. I feel like the microphone is like navigating. It's migrating. I'm going to fall off the table. Daughter of Ross says, the joy of bathing a 3.5-year-old. Had to clean my glasses. It's kind of like trying to bathe a fish that's trying to escape, or a seal. I really feel like I have aquatic animals when I go into my bathroom and I'm like, did no one see the tsunami that happened in my bathroom? And they're like, what? What do you mean? I'm like, all the water on the floor that should be in the bathtub. And they all, then everyone's like, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. I wasn't in there. I don't know. I've never even taken a bath in my life. No one fesses up to it. So I totally understand about cleaning your glasses. Frank says, be right back. Okay. Hey, Jennifer Whitewolf. She says, hi, all. Hey, Jennifer. How are you? How are your pups? Michael's talking to Rye. Mater's Workshop, talking to Jennifer Whitewolf. Oh my goodness. Jennifer Whitewolf says, big antlers tonight. That is correct. It's getting cool here and fall is definitely happening. And as I said before, I didn't really have any fall sort of headgear. I didn't have any pumpkins or like scarecrows or ghosts. And so I'm embracing the antlers for Christmassy antlery time. Sergeant Joe Smith says, come on, heroes. Scorpion Sunday is filling up that bucket of ice water. Get him to 100 tonight so he dumps it on us in a video. Oh my goodness. Barbecue or Jehu's talking to Barbecue 76. Rye says, I miss Radio Shack. Yeah, Jeff was like super surprised when he realized we still had one here. Fred Hill says, and I'm going to scroll and try not to mess this up. Sorry, what I was trying to say is the states that people are leaving to go to when they get to the new state, they're trying to change it to their new state. Like, yes. So like people leave California, they go somewhere else, and then they try to turn it into California. I think that's what you're saying. Mater's Workshop is talking to Sergeant Joe Smith. Sergeant Joe Smith's talking to Jennifer Whitewolf. Jehu's talking to Rye. Wahawk is talking to me. You left the flux capacitor in Vegas. How did you know, Wahawk? That's absolutely true. Michael's talking to Anselm. And I think I just got a super chat, but I can't tell on this. It's my... Yes, $2 super chat from Zaffiel. Remember, only you can help save a starving YouTuber. That's right. Thank you so much for the $2. 3, 2, 1. Ding, 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 ding. Thank you so much. And I apologize that I don't really know what's going on with super chats. Like I'm having to do a crazy wonky thing. And apparently I missed a $2 super chat from Terry that says just exactly what is blah, 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 blah. LOL. Dr. Falcon, I love you and your messages about 2020 as yep. Okay. Terry, $2 super chat. Thank you so much. Ding, 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 ding. I'm going to see if I can find any other super chats that I missed out on. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Daughter of Ra, for putting my email address in there for people to send me messages. Oh my goodness. I'm so behind, people. Don't tell Jeff. We're just going to tell him I was totally on top of everything. Like I didn't live stream in the wrong channel or anything. Trolling for dollars. Record everything. Electrons are cheap. That is so true. Okay. Just like it's spelled. Aya. But there's a D in there. So, okay. It's your name. So I am going to go with what you said. But I'll probably forget how to pronounce it. And that is a pet peeve of mine, is not saying somebody's name correctly. Mainly because I've spent my entire life explaining that my name is not some other name. Scorpion Sunday says, I can't wait until I dump the ice water on my head. That's right. Everyone, subscribe to Scorpion Sunday. Rye says, Radio Shack had a certain smell. Ha, ha, ha. Is it kind of like Harbor Freight? Because for a really long time, it had a smell to me. Mater's Workshop, talking to Wahawk. Jennifer Whitewolf says, if we ever had a Den of Tools gathering, all the girls will need a head decoration. I agree. And I think the men should wear them too. It's really funny though, because I will really and truly forget that I'm wearing it. And then I'll go out and I will see the biggest smile on people's faces. And they just they don't know what to say. Most of the time it's just something silly. But it just brings such a big smile to people's faces. So I encourage you to wear ridiculous headgear out at all times. Nana, thank you for the $5 super chat. You were awesome. 3, 2, 1. Ding, 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 ding. Thank you. Jennifer Whitewolf said something about wearing a set of Viking horns in honor of my Viking ancestors, or I could wear antlers like reindeer in honor of my Sami ancestor, reindeer herders. There you go.
I'm telling you, we could do whatever we want. Um, so yes, ladies in the chat, I think we're all down to do interesting headgear. And men, I think you should wear it too. Or wear cool hats like fedoras and yeah, wear whatever you want. Just be you. But I'm going to wear something funky on my head. And I'm going to do that because Daughter of Ra is probably going to remind me because I'm probably going to forget. And I'm going to be like, oh, right. Yes, I knew that. Daughter of Ra says, at Jennifer White Wolf, what will be my head decor? I don't know. I'll have to think about it. Daughter of Ra or Jennifer probably has some amazing idea. Barbecue 76 says, yeah, Clearstream doesn't seem to over exaggerate the antenna abilities, but a piece of tinfoil in the proper shape would pick up the TV signal. Wahawk says 88 miles per hour. Okay. I feel like I was not involved in the first half of that conversation. Are you drinking and going 88 miles an hour? Because that's not a good combination. Not at all. Mater's Workshop. Okay. What is going on with my stream? Don't mind me with my several devices to figure out what's going on. I still don't know what's going on. Carry on. Wahawk says YouTube was still not sending me my video notifications and was at my farm with bad data reception. Oh, I'm sorry. Blind Tool Man says, at the dental tools, what did you just ask me? Sorry, I was playing with something and not listening like a bad child. I love it. So I think it was Fred Hill, one of our other amazing community members, was saying that his brother-in-law, I think it was his brother-in-law, has something with his vision where it's like looking through a donut. And I said, and he was asking, what is that? And I said that I thought maybe it was macular degeneration, but that I wasn't really sure. And then I said, hey, maybe Blind Tool Man or my mom could weigh in on that. That is not to say that all blind people know what causes everyone's blindness and what other blind people see or whatever, but that they probably have more experience based on the jobs that you guys have had and dealing with other people who have limited visibility or limited vision and blindness. So that's a very PC answer to say that perhaps you know what that is. And if you don't, no big deal, not lumping all blind people in the same category. Sergeant Joe Smith says she's right, like a fish. Blind Toolman says, what did Jesse just ask me to do? Does it involve hog farms? No. I would definitely send you a direct email about that. I would not make that public knowledge. There's too many witnesses. Wahawk says, at the dentals, yes, macular degeneration. Had to ask. Cleaning the chicken coop as a kid gave it to him. Nitrogen in the poop. I was unaware that that is what it is. So Wahawk, was that you? No. Fred Hill says, I don't think so. He can see in the center of that eye. He also can see on the outer part of the eye. It's the eye he sees out of fine. So, like you said, it's like a donut, like looking through a donut. He can see on the outside, he can see in the center, but there's like a donut portion that he can't see through. I don't know. Sergeant Joe Smith, 3 more likes for 100 for Lady Bear. That's me. Marianne Robbins, looking through a donut sounds like RP, aka retina pigmentosa. Macular degeneration is more like looking around the edges of the donut without the middle portion missing. Okay. Thank you, Mom. You're awesome. So it sounds like retina pigmentosa. Does that sound familiar, Fred Hill? Daughter of Ra, you were amazing and posting my email address. Jennifer Whitewolf says, already did my thumbs up. Have all the rest of you? Man, okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, I do not wear makeup all the time, but I decided to wear some mascara today. And now my eyelashes are misbehaving. Speaking of naughty children. Robert Adams says, morning, editing a really long door skin replacement video. Awesome. Hey, Robert Adams, you were awesome. Inslim says something to Michael. Dwayne Larson, what's up? Late as usual, watching football. Go Bears. Excuse me. Sergeant Joe Smith says, ring the bell, 100 likes. I'm going to ring a bell for 100 likes. 3, 2, 1. Bing, 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 bing. Blind Chillman, you and Joe Smith are both drinking because at 100 likes, I will not be belly dancing. But that is hilarious. Blind Chillman, yep, you're drinking. Michael's talking Inslam. Rye says, adopt me. Rye, did you make sure that you included a link so that people could find your channel so that they could like and adopt you? I'm just saying, it's important. You should do that. Rye with the cute little emojis. I don't really know what those are. They're like, yeah, they're cute though. Jehu says, no tripod, broke because I laid it on backseat in a weird angle. Yep. Story of my life. Robert Adams says, tons of 300 omen antenna cable on Amazon. How do you pronounce that word? Am I pronouncing it correctly? It's killing me. OHM. That's what I'm talking about. If Jeff was here, he would like say it quickly and be like, obviously. And I'd be like, thanks, honey. So yeah, you guys were here for that, even though Jeff wasn't. Barbecue 76, you are such a liar. He says, my channel leaves you wanting some of your life back. How much depends on how long that particular video was. Don't say I didn't warn you. Everybody go check out his videos. Dwayne Larson, Princess Jamie, listing her channel, says, I'm more active on Instagram lately. That is awesome. Are you able to post your Instagram link? I don't really know if we can do that. Because I'm super technical. But if we are, put your Instagram in there. Steven listed his. Awesome. Daughter of Ross says, if anyone likes non-content, she listed hers. She is the best non-content on the internet, on the YouTubes. She is amazing. She has the best non-videos around. Michael says, at the Den of Tools, would have more fun if I adopted a Jack Russell Terrier, high speed, low drag, terror of squirrels everywhere. Oh, I totally got a great visual with that. That is super sweet. Rye listed your YouTube channel. So did Jehu. Blind Tollman says, I adopted at Scorpion Sunday. Awesome. Jehu's talking to Dwayne Larson. Jennifer Whitewolf. RG6 would be better than Twin Lead. Scorpion Sunday is talking to Blind Toolman. Barbecue 76 listing his URL. Awesome. Or his, you know what I mean. Vader's Workshop. Talking to Princess Jamie. Blind Toolman says, welcome. Steven, thank you at Scorpion Sunday. I did see you subbed to mine. Joe Smith, check out Joe Smith's channel. Wahawk at the Den of Tools. My parents are deceased, so technically I'm an orphan. Just saying. You mean because you need to be adopted? I see how that is. That was cute and smooth. Dr. Falcon says 2020 is bad, but not as bad as my first marriage. Okay, I almost made a reference to that earlier. Not my first marriage. This is my first marriage. But the fact that one of our viewers talks about how 2020 is bad, but not as bad as his first marriage. And then you went and said it. So yeah, I didn't have to. Michael is talking to Jennifer Whitewolf. Princess Jamie. Oh, she's pointing to the bear because you are a member. That is so helpful. I know that I'm super behind, which is why this seems like we're going over it again. Wahawk says, at the Den of Tools, I won't be a member without a members only jacket. I'll have to work on that. Steven's talking to Jehu. Dr. Falcon says, I sent Jeff an email once. It got returned, postage due. Yep. Joe Smith says, if you have videos on your channel and sub to Joe Smith here subs back. YouTube don't show everyone that subs. Guess it depends on your settings, but Joe Smith tries to sub back. Jehu says, did Sox win? What? Dr. Falcon says, I won't join any club that would have me as a member. Yeah. We all know who said that. Michael says, at the genitals, 300 ohms. Say it like you're chanting for inner peace and tranquility. Like Okay, I'm with you. Okay. Jennifer says, Michael, yes, you're right. Some antennas are better match to twin lead than use a Balaam transformer to match at the eventual load. I totally have to agree with Jennifer Whitewolf. I have no idea what she just said, but it sounds pretty smart and fantastic. Mater's Workshop's talking to Dr. Falcon. So Kai, 5254. I came tonight to ask questions about where to find some tool deals in the Bay Area. As a 16-year-old, I can't afford a lot of tools. So Kai, there are lots of people from all over the country, and some of them are in the Bay Area. I used to live in the Bay Area. What kind of tools are you looking for? I think most people would say Harbor Freight is a good place to look for a lot of them, but I don't know what kind of tools you need, honey. So give us a little bit more information. And although Jeff and the bear are not here tonight because they are traveling, you should get great feedback from everyone else in our community. So Kai, 5254, what kind of tools do you need? Fred Hill says, cold front moving through and it just started raining. I'm hoping it's raining out all the fire lines. I better go get my drugs. Oh, hopefully they're close by and you'll be right back. Jennifer Whitewolf says, or do a custom tapered impedance transition. That sounds fancy. Frank says, I'm back. I feel like I moved too quickly. I did. You guys are just... Princess Jamie, I totally missed your super chat. $5 super chat says, I get the best internet connection when driving to the shop, tuning into the Bear's Den, currently at 1.2 MB down and 983K up. I'm sorry. 3, 2, 1, bing, 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 bing. Thank you, Princess Jamie. You were awesome. And I do love that you listen to us when you go to work. And I apologize that I missed your super chat. Did I miss anybody else's super chat before I go back to reading and trying to catch up? And remember, everyone, tell Jeff I was totally on top of it. Totally not behind. So, Dwayne Sminley's Dave Roble says the bear rocks. Thank you. I will let him know. Michael says Radio Shack is not exactly dead. Very few stores. Some of the items are now in the Hobbytown stores. Oh, interesting. Jehu says, at the genitals, I taught my kids how to dry their feet before they got out of the shower. They turned into teenagers, and now I have the soggy rug in my bathroom. Come on, man. Okay, yeah, I have both problems. I have both. I'm like, dry your feet off before you step down on it. And you want to know which one of the big kids makes the biggest mess? It's the one who's not doing the show with me right now. That one. I'm just going to leave it right there. Hey, Jennifer Whitewolf. He is traveling back from Vegas, so he's just not here yet. Mike says, sorry, just got here. No red tonight. Nope, he is on his way back from Vegas. Everyone's like, he's on the road. He's almost here. Wahawk says, black velvet and cherry cola is very smooth. I don't think I've tried that. Sergeant Smith says, Scorpion Sundays at 77. 23 more likes for ice water bucket on his head. Jennifer Whitewolf says, long drive. Yeah. Joe Smith says it's a Scorpion Sunday subscriber-thon. Zaphiel says MP dance is something lots of people say, but few fully understand. I don't understand. Mike says, ooh, thank you for telling me, Wolf. Doug says, awesome tonight. 75 watching and 106 thumbs up. Thank you so much. Terry says, okay, we need a Den of Tools Expo. Okay, what would that be? Tell me what a Den of Tools Expo. I like how I still spell out Den of Tools like it's DOT. I could just write that, but no. What would a Den of Tools Expo entail? I'm curious. Scorpion Sundays talking to Frank. Steven says, I put on a hat. Daughter Avra takes the darn thing off with great force. Oh. Are we having a fight? So then Kai5254 says, does anyone know where I can find some decent tool deals in the Bay Area? What tools do you need? Like, are you looking for a specific kind of tool? Are you doing a specific kind of job? Like air conditioning, like mechanics, like building a house, like fine cabinetry? Doug says 88 miles per hour equals flux capacitor. Aha. You must hit 88 miles per hour to activate the flux capacitor. Next, you'll claim to not know that you need 1.21 gigawatts. Not anymore, because I know, because I've been educated. Rye says, I'm blue. If I was green, I would die. If I was green, I would die. Okay, Rye, I'm just saying you've been ill. Not sure if, you've taken all of the medication. Sergeant Joe Smith says, okay, let's raise the stakes to make this happen. Get Scorpion Sunday to 100 subs by the end of the stream. And after Bucket Ice video, we will do a mud angle, like snow angle in mud puddle. I'm not sure what that means. I feel like that might be. Hopefully it's not. Nope. That sounds not good in a mud puddle. Dr. Falcon says, trouble was a stock DeLorean will not go 88 miles per hour. Shh. Dr. Falcon, stop killing our dreams. Jehu says, it was a blast, everyone. Got to start prepping for an early day tomorrow. Peace, love, and health. Awesome. Blind Toolman says, at Fred Hill, maybe what Jesse said, or it is what I have, which is RP, which is that retina pigmentosa? Sergeant Joe Smith, can we do Angel 2? Excuse me. Joe Smith says, yes, sorry. Saw it spelled wrong. Wahawk says, hog farms equal bacon. That is too much. Sergeant Joe Smith says, too much to drink. Only one Mr. X, only one Mr. Y. Good night. I have to hit the shop tomorrow. Awesome. Insulin says, I'm back. I took a shower. I'm all clean now. My eyesight sucks too. I'm super nearsighted. Oh. Do you have cool glasses? Wahawk says, I meant to say dad had macular degeneration. Oh, okay. Cool. I mean, not cool that he had it, but cool, like, thanks for telling us. That's cool. Blind Tollman says, yes, it may be RP. That is what I have. Joe Smith says, mud angels. Oh, that does sound like very messy, but does sound kind of cool. Jeff Toohey says, hello and good evening from Bozeman. Hey, Jeff, I was actually just talking to my mom about your barbecues today because my mom is visiting. Inslim says, at the daughter Ra. Brad's workbench. I'm sure it was said, but where's DaBear? He is on his way back from Vegas. Sergeant Joe Smith has been drinking and says 300 likes for Jesse to belly dance. I don't know who this Jesse person is. Totally not belly dancing. Aw. Mater's Workshop says, makeup or no makeup, you're still beautiful. Thank you so much, Mater. You were awesome. Brad's Workbench says, aw. Scorpion Sunday lists a link to his YouTube channel. Only one Mr. X, only one Mr. Y. Good night, everyone. Good night. Have a great night. Sleep tight. Frank's talking to Scorpion Sunday. Blind Toolman says, might. Joe Smith says, if you like Mrs. DaBear's rack on her head, let's get her to 150 likes. Yay. Brad's Workbench. Mater says, it's about time you showed up. Nice. Scorpion Sunday. Brad's Workbench is laughing at Mater. Insulin says, at the Den of Tools, whomever said high speed, low drag reminds me of the Command and Conquer Red Alert 2 Grizzly tanks. I believe, was that Michael who said that? Insulin says 2019 and 2020 are both bad for me. Well, 2020 isn't over, although I think many people are ready for it to be over. Just remember, every day is a chance for it to be a new day and for things to be different. I know it's hard to remember that sometimes. Terry with a $2 super chat. Okay, we need a Den of Tools Expo conference. LOL. 3, 2, 1. Ding, ba-da-ding, ba-da-ding, ding, 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 ding. Oh, Zapfield, now that makes sense to me. He says, I think you missed my message about how to pronounce impedance. Impedance. Thank you. I'm still saying it weird. Yes, I am saying it weird. Thank you for correcting me. I need so much help. Zapfield, you're hired. I can't pay you anything, but thank you. I'm trying to find one where you guys are actually talking to me. Daughter Ross says, at the Den of Tools, going to bow out early and go play that popular game Among Us. Talk later. I am so sorry. Go feel better. Go play games. Feel better. Screaming Sunday said nope. Fred Hill says, I'm back. It's supposed to get down to 35 degrees tonight. Ooh, wow. Michael says, thanks for the tips on the 300 ohm wire. You are so welcome. I totally didn't help you at all. Michael says, it's coming up on 21:30 East Coast time. I need to take the pug out for a piddle and practice the snoring. Be well there. Check out your email. Sent you some articles. Awesome. Thank you so much. Have a great night. I will see you tomorrow, sweetie. I think you missed my message. Yes, I did. About how to say impedance. Thank you. No nickname. Hello from Kentucky. Wahawk says, where's the meth lab tonight? Bella? Hello? Come here. She's looking at me like, you want me to move off of my couch? How dare you? Come on. Come on. Oh, okay. That hurts. Come here. Come here. Look. Oh, hello. Yeah. Dog's still here. Slobbery. Thank you. Thank you for that. You can go take a nap now. She's still here. Go lay down. Nope. She's like, what? You want me to lick your hand over here? I'm like, no, go lay down. Go lay down. So Wahawk, that answers your question. She's still definitely here. Insulin says, okay, so I sent you a pic of my desk to your email, Mrs. DaBear at Den of Tools. I'll have to go outside in the garage to get those pics, but I can do that later for you. Awesome. Did someone say Blue is in the room? No. Insulin says, the blue, green, I would die, was an old song that was popular shortly after the turn of the century by LV65 called Blue. You're going to have to look that up. I think I missed a super chat. Adam Bennett says, "You guys rock. Where's Papa Bear?" with a $20 super chat. Thank you so much. 3, 2, 1. Ding, 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 ding. Thank you. Ding, ding. Sorry, I have a lot of bangs happening tonight. Adam Bennett. So Papa Bear is on his way back with the biggest of our cubs, Duncan, from Vegas, and he is still on the road. He was hoping to be here in time to do the live stream, but when they left this morning, there was a terrible accident, and everybody leaving Vegas was like rerouted all through like the Valley of Fire, and it was crazy. So, that's a really long way of saying he is delayed. So he will probably arrive after the live stream ends. I still don't know what the Den of Tools Expo is going to look like. What would you guys want? Who else we got here? Ba-dum-bum. John Gonzalez says my computer's flux capacitor is having trouble. I totally hear you. Blind Toolman says something, and then my computer decided to do what it wants. Where did it go? Adam Bennett, $10 super chat says, "Well, then here's an extra for the gas. Haha. Thank you so much." 3, 2, 1. Ding, 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 ding. Thank you. I really appreciate it. And actually, we do too. Yeah. And I'm trying to find Blind Toolman. Where did your message go? I know this is really super exciting when I cannot find the message that I was just trying to read. So retinitis pigmentosa is the ugly stepchild of macular degeneration, and we call it RP for short, or better known as resistant people, because we have enough vision to be dangerous. Yep, I love that you just said that. So, Blind Toolman, you were awesome. Terry says, "Good night." Good night. Frank says, "I have retinal neuropathy, stroke in the eye." Interesting. How does that manifest, Frank? I'm curious. John says it's 1.21 gigawatts. Gigawatts? Fred Hill says, "Last year we had the carpet removed from our master bedroom bathroom. We had tile laid. It's also heated. We love it." Oh my gosh, that sounds fantastic. Wahak says to Sergeant Joe Smith, "And I drink and we know things." Fred Hill, your master bedroom bathroom sounds amazing. And it's getting to the time of the year here where I would want to just hang out in your... Okay, I was going to say I would want to hang out in your bathroom, but that sounds really weird. But it just sounds warm. Blind Toolman says, "For those of you looking to work on computers, go to Amazon and check out iFixit tool sets." Oh, cool. Halen Wolf says, I'm here. Sorry to be late. I wondered if like maybe we had a fight and I wasn't invited and I didn't know. Like, are we not speaking? So, just kidding. Super glad you're here. Blind Toolman saying hello to Halen Wolf. How is your hand? Yeah, he says to my one-handed bro, "How are you doing?" How is your hand? I know you heard it. Zaphiel says, "At the Den of Tools, perhaps is Top Chat enabled?" No, it's live over here, but then in order for me to see the super chats, I have to look at something else. This is what happens when I'm in charge. So, Adam Bennett, again, thank you so much for the super chats. That was super generous. I'm going to try not to lose anyone. Mater's Workshop says, hello to Halen Wolf. You're fired. Oh, actually, I guess you didn't say hello at all. You just said you're fired. I have to adjust myself. I feel like my legs are falling asleep. Oh, my goodness gracious. Everyone, bear with me. Adam Bennett, again with a $10 super chat. Hey, have you guys been to the $50,000 casino in Montana? I love that place. I stop by every time when I'm driving in my big, ugly semi truck. Okay, first of all, I love semi trucks, so I'm pretty sure it's not big and ugly. So as I say to everyone else, Pixar doesn't count. I would love a picture of your truck. The $50,000 casino. I have no idea. I have not been there, and now I feel like I need to go there. And I'm trying to figure out how I could make it a homeschool excursion so I could do it, but it could be educational. But considering it's a casino, what is a casino? Considering it's a casino, thinking children are probably not allowed. Now I have to look it up. No, I have not been there. Where is it? Where is it? So let me do the super chat. Sorry, I forgot about that. I got so excited I forgot about the bell. $10 super chat from Adam Bennett. Thank you so much. 3, 2, 1. Ding, da-da-ding, da-da-ding, ding, 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 ding. I also forgot to count down to let people, mute it. Sorry. So where is it? Now I want to know. Frank with the $2.01 super chat. I want to win. I want to win the laundry to move to Montana. Thank you so much for the $2.01 super chat. 3, 2, 1. Ding, da-da-ding, da-da-ding, ding, ding, ding. Thank you so much, Frank. For those of you that are trying to figure out why in the flock of seagulls we're talking about winning the laundry, we have another channel called The Bear's Den, and that's Monday through Friday. And we were talking about property and buying property here in Montana. I apologize. My lips are like super dry. And so somebody commented, about winning the laundry and being able to move here. And obviously they didn't mean winning the laundry. They meant winning the lottery. But their whatever. Their typo came across as laundry instead of lottery. So that's why everyone's trying to win the laundry. I myself have won the laundry. It's in my laundry area. Been doing it all day. Adam Bennett with another $10 super chat says it is off I-90 and it's kid friendly. Great little restaurant, and it's the best gift shop stuff you will ever see. I can't believe you guys haven't been there. Look it up. Plus, waterfall nearby for kids. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Adam. I am like super looking forward to this. Like, can I go tomorrow? Thank you so much. And the fact that there's a waterfall near it is like super amazing. Let me do super chat because I totally forgot that part. 3, 2, 1. Bing, ba-da-ding, ba-da-ding, ding, 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 bing, bing, bing. Thank you. Want to make sure I did not miss anybody. Thank you so much again, Adam Bennett. That is such a cool thing. Fred Hill was saying, oh, hang on. Wahawk says, I believe tomorrow is another day. I'll probably screw it up too. Larry the Cable Guy. Insulin said, I could never calculate LCRZ. I could get the RC, the LC, the RL. But as soon as all three were there, my numbers were way off. Never really understood where I was going wrong. I don't even know. Fred Hill says, I know you're homeschooling on your on YouTube, search history. They have a ton of stuff. It's from the History Channel. Also look up the History Guy. Great channel. Excuse me. I really do apologize. I am mostly better, but my cough still likes to rear his ugly head. Princess Jamie, before we go on. Fred Hill. Yes, thank you very much. We have done, I have looked up some stuff on the History Channel on YouTube. Last week, we were discussing the Black Plague, and the kids were super fascinated. And for about 27 minutes, they both wanted to dress up for Halloween as something having to do with Black Plague. I think Eleanor wanted to be like one of the doctors that has those masks with the beaks that have the all of the herbs and incense and stuff in them that were supposed to help protect you from it. The miasma. Um, and Griffin wanted to be somebody who had the plague. He has since changed his mind. And I was like, okay, we can talk about it. And I also realize, and I don't really think I've talked to my kids, maybe we need to talk to them more, that Halloween might get canceled. So yeah, but they're going to dress up no matter what. So, yes, thank you for the suggestion, Fred Hill. You were awesome. Princess Jamie is talking to Scorpion Sunday. Fred Hill says, be glad, no air bisex. Wahawk says, dog slobber keeps the Rona away. Thank you. Sergeant Joe Smith says, 22 more subs to Scorpion Sunday for Ice Water Bucket on him and Mud Angels. Oh my goodness. I'm so in between there. John says there's also a NASCAR race in Vegas tonight. Whoa, I didn't know that. Joe Smith says DOT Expo, Harbor Freight, parking lot sales. LOL, Joe Smith kids. Fred Hill says, do you know where DaBear is on the road? Still in Nevada or is in Montana? My guess at this point is that he's not quite in Montana yet. Last time I spoke to him, I think he was near Idaho, but it's been a while. Hiram Biffdom. Hey, at the Den of Tools, I've now amassed about $1,000 worth of bookshelves and a desk. You never know what you might find in a garage sale. The only thing that limits you is your imagination. Yes. Wow. Okay, I totally love bookshelves and desks. Jeff does not love that I acquire things, so I'm trying to work on that. But that's really cool. Awesome. I would love pictures. Anytime. It's Mrs DaBear at denoftools.com. So, and again, it's just me tonight, so I apologize that it's a little wonky. But my thought is if you need perfection and you need your YouTubers to be perfect, probably not the channel for you because we're human or bears or reindeers. Scorpion Sunday says, I'm at 78 subs. Thank you, everyone. John Gonzalez says, that's why they needed lightning to power the flux capacitor. Fred says, I swear, every time I think of Jeff's post about the RVs, we're the RV next to you, and she's professing her undying love for the higher power. Yep. Mm-hmm. It happened. Be a Small Engine says, hi, everyone. Good evening. Fred Hill says, is it on an Indian reservation? I'm assuming you mean the casino that he was talking about. I don't know. Vince says, where's Red? He is on his way back from Vegas with the Big Bear. Hiram Biffdom says, if Red Bear and Mrs. DaBear are showing all the Cubs different trades, then your homeschooling is real and the public, and the charter schools are the ones that are fake. That's kind of true. Blind Toolman says, Nebraska requires a certain field of vision to drive. I could cheat it because I knew where the old peripheral vision tests were because they clucked on the side where the light flashed. Interesting. Princess Jamie is saying hello to Be a Small Engines. Be a Small Engines is saying hello to Princess Jamie. John says, I have some pictures of your local high water rescue vehicles to send you. Oh, cool. I would love that. Anyone who knows me knows that I love really cool vehicles. I love big vehicles. High water rescue vehicles sound awesome. So thank you, thank you. Mrs DaBear at denoftools.com. Didiz says, yippee! The dishwasher is back together with no missing pieces. That is super important when you're like, ooh, I have 7 extra pieces. That's not good. The food chopper screen was completely plugged, excuse me, and the arm came off. Think it will work now. Yay! Adam Bennett says, I love the history guy. Okay. My piece of paper is too small tonight. The history guy. Maybe my children or Nana are taking notes. So Adam Bennett, awesome. I'm glad that you like the history guy too. I'm going to check them out. Gary says Montana Idaho border just before the Montana scales, and yes, nice little quiet place to hang out. Is that where you are, or are you spying on Jeff and that's where he is? Inslim says good night, everyone. I have to work. Good night. I hope you have a great night. It is 7:52, almost the top of the hour. Frank says, do you have some tools in the kitchen, and what are they? The first one would be like a knife. I kind of go back and forth when I think of tools. Like, are we talking like a crock pot? Are we talking like a knife? I mean, a knife is a tool. I'll think about that one more. We have a Keurig that makes coffee, makes little griffins very happy. Eva says, hey, what's up? Hey, Eva. BS Small Engine says, trick or treat sucks in my town. So we usually get pizza and a bunch of candy for the kids. Oh, that's really cool. I was watching a YouTuber that I follow who does budgeting. And what she said was, I guess trick or treating had been canceled, or they were pretty sure it was going to be canceled. They were going to get a pizza and they were going to get a big piñata, and the kids were going to dress up and they were just going to have a fun night. So it really got me thinking, like, okay, maybe I should think about what are we going to do as an alternative. Because it's hard, you know. And I remember when I lived here one year, it snowed really hard on Halloween, and I was very cold. But I still went out and got my candy because it's Halloween. Let's not be crazy, ridiculous. Johnny Walton says, good evening. Good evening. Fred Hill says, I was thinking the same thing about Halloween getting canceled. Yeah. Wahawk says, come through Iowa around Flag Day, Trek Fest in Riverside. There is the I-80 truck stop and the Wasserbahn Water Park, plus the President Hoover Park also. Fun and educational. I feel like I need to write all of those down, but I don't have enough paper. Where's my assistant? Oh, my assistant has no thumbs and is sleeping. Fred Hill says, same thing for estate sales. Yeah. PT says, we're glad you're here and you don't need to acquire a new Mr. DaBear. No, I do not need to acquire Mr. DaBear. I have one. Rodney says, hello, my friends from Branson, Missouri. Scorpion Sunday. Joe Smith says, heroes, can he at least get Scorpion Sunday to 80 subs? We got him 8 new subs. Can we just do 2 more? Ooh, so this week is the happiest week of his life. Frank says, sent grilling pictures. Awesome. Meters Workshop at BL Small Engines. Okay, you can join the fun of dumping a bucket of ice water on me if I get 50 subs. Record for my channel. Scorpion Sunday says, a knife is a tool. BS Small Engine says, sound cold, but okay, Meters Workshop. Oh, Rodney says, doing great. Wife just got home with 2 of our grandkids. BS Small Engine says, trick or treat was great. When I was a kid, we used to fill up pillowcases, but now kids get lucky to get a small bucket. Yep. Gary says, I was referring to the casino on I-90. Oh, cool. PT says, I wanted to use the Sprague for pinatas, but for some reason they weren't too hot on that. If John Gonzalez can find Krupp's coffee maker, it will be possible to create the 1.2 billion watts or equivalent. Nice. Awesome. Thank you for sending me the pictures. Thank you so much, John. You are awesome. I think that I'm finally caught up. And I will thank you so much. I have to say it is almost the top of the hour, and I will do our top of the hour thing. So it is not quite the top of the hour, but I'm going to do it now. I just want to say thank you to all of our amazing moderators, everyone who has a blue wrench next to their name: Rodney, Sergeant Joe Smith, Scorpion Sunday, Daughter of Ra, Wahawk. The list goes on. I think I'm even actually a moderator, but shh, don't tell anyone. You guys are amazing, and most of you have channels of your own. So I just wanted to take a moment for everyone to go check out their channels. If you have a channel and you want people to adopt you or to like and subscribe, please go ahead and list your channel, your YouTube channel, so that people can go and check it out. And everyone else who is here is part of our community. And you guys make it great. And it's a unique community that we have here. And nobody is cooler or better than somebody else, or nobody's ideas or opinions are more important than somebody else's. And so I just really wanted to remind everyone to go check out a new channel. If you haven't seen their stuff before, please, please, please check it out. And I also wanted to say thank you to the people that do the super chats. Some people, I just don't ever want anyone to think that we don't super appreciate it. It's how we're able to make great content and to buy really cool things. It's how we're able to continue making content is with the super chats. We're able to use that to do the next project. And you guys also have great ideas. So if you ever want, if you ever have an idea like, hey, what about this? Or let's, do a video on the differences or the similarities between something. I know some people have also done recommendations for the history of. So anytime you have an idea, there are no silly ideas or dumb ideas. We totally appreciate everyone's ideas and thoughts. So please, please, please send us an email. I am Mrs DaBear at denoftools.com. And I think you guys all have Jeff's info. But you are what makes our community great. So don't ever think that you as one person aren't important, because you're part of our family. So thank you so much. I also want to say, there is also the members, people that join and do like a monthly donation. It's similar to Patreon, but different. And we appreciate each and every one who is a member as well. They have little bears next to them, like Princess Jamie. She has a little bear. And we super appreciate everybody who is part of our community. My phone is telling me that it's top of the hour. So I super appreciate you guys. And thank you. Thank you. I feel like I left something out, but maybe not. John says, I just sent the pictures of our high water rescue trucks. Awesome. I super want to look at all the pictures people have sent me, but I can't. That's okay. I'm going to be an adult. I'm going to keep it together. Okay. As much as one can with a reindeer hat on. PT says, we live with almost no close neighbors and kids couldn't really trick or treat around here. I'm sorry. That's a bummer. I totally missed Mater's Workshop. $2 super chat says, I'm not a mod, but adoptable. If one of the mods could list Mater's Workshop's YouTube name, that would be great. Super appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you for the $2 super chat. 3, 2, 1. Bing, bada, ding, bada, ding, 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 ding. Thank you. Princess says, adopt us all. That's so true. Be a Small Engine says Joe Smith has a channel. Who knew? LOL. Hiram Biftum says, be careful with industrial oxidizers and surfactant cleaning ingredients. Can be dangerous, and no Trumpistan jokes about Clorox are not funny. Okay. John White says, anyone here into lock sport? What is lock sport? I don't know what that is. Princess Jamie, of course you had to. Yes, the little icon that she's pointing at over on her thing. That's a bear. Blind Toolman's telling Halen Wolf that Big Sexy is up and running. Awesome. I wondered if that happened this weekend. Sergeant Joe Smith says, thank you, heroes, for the 12 new subs for Scorpion Sunday and in only 2 hours. You did it, heroes. You did it. Awesome. Thank you so much, Joe Smith, for listing Mater's Workshop's channel info. Okay, I cannot see through Jeff's glasses. This is the problem of my life. Scorpion Sunday. Be a Small Engine says, I didn't have Mater's yet. My bad. Mater's Workshop. Awesome. Blind Toolman says, sent you and the bear pictures. Awesome. Super great. Thank you guys all for being here tonight. I know that it is a different feel on the nights when it's just him or just I. And that we really appreciate you guys. You guys are an awesome community. And there is a reason why we say, it's Sunday with our family. You guys are members of our family. Wahawk says, at the Den of Tools, I just emailed you about the nifty stuff here in Iowa since the meth lab lacks thumbs. Thank you so much. You are awesome. Oh, I also wanted to remind people. So the trip that we are trying to do next summer, the trip that we're trying to do next summer, if you guys have recommendations, obviously if it's a place that you live, you're probably going to know the area and be like, oh yeah, there's this amazing place for barbecue, or there's an amazing place to take the kids. So I would totally love any recommendations and suggestions. So send it to Mrs DaBear at denoftools.com. I am keeping a list. The kids and I are looking at different states, trying to learn stuff, part of homeschool stuff. But it would just be great to get any kind of local knowledge or recommendations. So thank you. Blind Toolman with the $5 super chat for Hog Farm Geo Hunting. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Blind Toolman. 3, 2, 1. Ding, da-da-ding, da-da-ding, bing, 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 bing. Bella's like, what? What's going on? We're binging. What am I doing? I don't have thumbs. So thank you so much, Blind Toolman, as I have an eyelash in my eyeball. Wahawk, thank you for the info on Iowa. Mike Showers. Love you, Michael Showers. Really? Mike Showers loves himself. Sergeant Joe Smith says, let's get Lady Bear to 150 likes. At least, heroes. I think I'm slightly short of that. I'm always very short. I'm at 126. So, if we could get a few more. Hiram Biftum says, at the Den of Tools, my video may seem long and boring because of my editing is non-existent, but you'll know almost anything you need to know about polishing and restoring metal, like truck wheels. Awesome. That sounds cool. John Gonzalez, at the Den of Tools, our high water rescue trucks have our 1580 R22.5 size tires in them. Awesome. Mater's Workshop says, thank you guys for the support. You are so welcome. So you are so welcome. Trolling for Dollars says, I wonder how many of us would show up with no bears on screen. Well, I was thinking that I might need to go to the bathroom at some stage, so it might be no bears on the screen. Wahawk says, Daughter of Ra has the best no content channel in the universe. Yes, she is interstellar. That's very true. I have to agree. Frank says, I love the show. Period. The show is fun and informative. Mrs. DaBear and Mr. DaBear. Thank you. Blind Toolman says the arch is a must if you are traveling across the state. Thank you. I will add that to the list. I'm writing these notes on a love note that I left for my husband, and now I feel sad. So, I feel like did I miss somebody? Probably did miss somebody, but I can't find them. Wallace Shekels says, everyone, don't forget to chomp the like button. Oh my goodness. Here's a question. How many of you are dressing up for Halloween? Whether that means to like scare your neighbors, hand out candy, you're just a big kid. Frank says, trolling for dollars, I've been at the Bear's Den waiting. Blind Trollman says, wow, we are caught up. That never happens. I know. I think that it has more to do with the number of viewers tonight compared to some of the numbers of viewers when it's both of us. But it could be totally wrong. It could just be that I'm amazing and on top of things. Probably not. Live free or rest in peace. I got an inflatable T-Rex. Are you going to be in it, or is it going to be just inflatable like on your yard? John White says, Hiram Biffdom, what is your channel named? John Gonzalez says, at the Den of Tools, the pictures I sent you are nice Freightliners. Cool. Scorpion Sunday says, please like the video, please. Princess Jamie says, I am doing Sailor Moon or Sailor Mars cosplay and going rock crawling in my Jeep, at least thinking about it. The dressing up part. Oh, you should totally do that. Absolutely. I love it. And I definitely want pictures. I'm not as familiar with Sailor Mars. Frank says Jeff stories. You guys know all the good ones. Well, Hawk says, if y'all come through here, you can get that giant tenderloin I sent you a picture of back in August. We have the best Mexican place here in West Branch. Okay, Wahawk, what is your favorite thing from the best Mexican place? I love how we always end up talking about like health or food. Now we're digressing into the food. Sounds delicious. Wahawk says, also, if you like tacos and pizzas, well, we have a taco pizza. That sounds pretty good. Fred Hill says, in the South is having the worst problem with feral hogs. They're killing livestock, tearing up farms and ranch property. Texas, you can hunt as many hogs as you want. Yeah, I know feral hogs are really dangerous. So be careful. Blind Showman says, I'm going as a blind wave of invisible sound. Interesting. Live free or rest in peace. I'm in it. It inflates and it's a costume. Cool. I've seen those. Those are super awesome. Zaffiel says, yes, I'll be dressing up. Shoes, socks, underwear, t-shirt, and either shorts or pants. Zaffiel. I envision that perhaps there were some notes sent home to your mother from the school. Just saying. Hey, Justin Dow says, what's the happening? Hey, Justin Dow says, good to see you, Mrs. DaBear. Good to see you too. Jeff is not quite home. It was massive craziness when they were trying to leave Vegas and major delays. Super bad accident and craziness. Princess Jamie says hello to Justin Dow. Be a Small Engine says, hey, Dow. Sergeant Joe Smith says, Joe Smith has been handing out $100 bills for trick-or-treats for 10 years, but no one has shown up. Not one in 10 years. Huh. Didiz says, to live free or rest in peace. Have you seen the T-Rex Tuesday Facebook page? It's a hoot. Cool. John White says, I'm going to dress up in my Den of Tools t-shirt. Awesome. I want a picture. That would actually be really cool if you guys sent pictures of what you guys dress up as. That'd be pretty cool. Be a Small Engine says, I will be there. Joe Smith. um, Jeff says, we can get Jeff behind bringing up the movie Dune or whiskey or broomsticks. Sergeant Joe Smith says, the hogs here in Fayetteville, Arkansas are weak and keep getting run over in the field. Ooh, wow. Live free or rest in peace. Yeah, it's amazing. Funny. I hear Halloween could be canceled COVID. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. And I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do, but we're going to have to do something. Yeah. Blind Toeman says, no notes sent home. Just me. Sorry about the ice crunching. Futano2 says, hello, Mrs. DaBear. Running late, had baseball and a car show. Cool. John says, I think we need a Den of Tools NASCAR team. I think that sounds amazing. I don't think that we have a budget for a NASCAR team, but that does sound really cool. And I think Steven would definitely be down with that. I think if he was not feeling unwell. Princess Jamie says, I see wild hogs all the time on the trails. That is cuckoo pants. I don't think I would want to see one, especially if my children were in the car. It would make me nervous. John White says, okay, brother. Hiram John White PM. What? Justin Dowd says, Halloween is canceled here, but we always have fun. Yeah, I was talking about somebody that I follow on YouTube. Her and her family, they're getting piñatas. They're getting piñatas and doing pizza and just making it fun for the kids. Sorry, I was laughing because then I read Justin Dow's comment. Yeah. Sergeant Joe Smith says, that was college football joke, by the way. University of Arkansas, Razorbacks, Fayetteville, Arkansas. I get it. I get it. BS Small Engine says, I ran into a bunch of wild hogs night fishing. Wow. Justin Dow says, ice crunching sounds like someone might be expecting someone special coming into the earth. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. What? Scorpion Sunday says, I'm not sure if Halloween is canceled here in Mesa, Arizona. And HF Vid Shot says, what? Maybe they were saying the same thing that I did. PT says, I didn't know hogs could fish. Wahawk says, two choices at Mexican. Lindo asada fries, which are like steak nachos deluxe, only with fries, or burrito especial, a burrito with French fries inside it. Wow. So I'm sensing a theme that you really like fries. That's what I'm hearing, Wahawk. Fries and waffles. Fred Hill says, well, living in Germany, 86 to 90, there was a wild boar stew that was out of this world. They were like the hogs in Arkansas. BS Small Engine says, Wahawk, asada fries are my favorite. Justin Dow says, are you and Mr. DaBear expecting a soon-to-be cub? Ice crunching is something I've seen with those expecting. Yes, I have seen it a lot with those expecting as well. We're not expecting. That would be super awesome, but no. I think Mr. DaBear would pass out. Wahawk says, at BS Small Engines, you are near me? Oh, you're figuring out how close you are. I'm in Texas. There are taquerias everywhere here. I'm really excited to have Mexican food in Texas. Frank says, at the Den of Tools, I heard Florida is taking all restrictions off. Anybody for Florida that can confirm? That would be crazy. Last time I checked, like Florida did not do well when they released restrictions. So, behave. Don't lick anything. LOL. Tell Mr. DaBear when he comes back that you're ... LOL. I'd love to see his reaction. Only if someone else was filming that, and he would probably still kill me. But it would be funny. It would be really funny. Trolling for dollars says, at Scorpion Sunday, I have heard a rumor that my neighborhood is not doing trick or treating in Chandler. Scorpion Sunday says, Scottsdale got rid of the mask requirement. Interesting. Justin Dow says, laugh my ass off. Zaffiel says, release the Kraken. Wahawk says, ask Sergeant Joe Smith about Casey's Pizza. Yes, gas station, but they do great food. Taco pizza. Interesting. PT says, still restrictions around here. Nobody wants to see me naked. Minor details. Frank says, don't lick anything. LOL. Yeah. Because every time I start that sentence, what I'm going to say is so inappropriate that I just have to say anything. Because if I say what I'm thinking, it would be inappropriate. Fred Hill says, that's correct. Florida has lifted all restrictions. Wow. John Gonzalez says, I'm in New Jersey, and we are now getting on the map again for all the wrong reasons. I'm so sorry. Princess Jamie's talking to Be a Small Engines. Justin Dow's talking to Zaffiel. Be a Small Engine says, awesome. Jamie. Scorpion Sunday says, I love the taco pizza at Pizza Hut back in the late 70s, early 80s. I am absolutely not familiar with that. It does sound good, though. Sergeant Joe Smith, I think he was saying Florida. Now felony to block cars on road. Florida is standing your ground, so now legal to shoot protesters in road blocking you. Wow. Interesting. Scorpion Sunday, I have not had a taco pizza. Now I feel like the need to Google it. A taco pizza. Let me look. Let me see. Sergeant Joe Smith says, yes, Casey's Taco Pizza. Had one last week, but ate it before I could get camera on. I want to say that Jeff has told me about a taco pizza before and also about Casey's. So I could be totally wrong. There's a local pizza place around here that makes a cheeseburger pizza. Tastes pretty good. Pizza. Okay, what were we saying? Taco pizza? Taco pizza. Pizza Hut, taco pizza. I know it's amazing that you're watching me type on my phone. Sorry. Looking for images. Justin Dow says, just dropped a video on the 10 things you didn't know about icon toolboxes. Hope you all enjoy. Awesome. Wahawk says, most of the Mexican places here have the same menu, but Mexico Lindo here has a unique menu, all their own. Really great food and service. Awesome. I totally love that. Like, I love when somebody like says, you should go to this place because X, Y, and Z. Not just like, oh, it's good. Because you're kind of like, what does their kind of good mean? Like, what makes them unique? Princess Jamie says she's going to check it out. Justin Dow after this. Scorpion Sunday talking to Frank. Justin Dow says thanks to Princess Jamie. Frank's talking to Scorpion Sunday. Apparently, Frank says that he had the taco pizza from Pizza Hut. There's something called the triple decoroni pizza from Pizza Hut a long time ago. Frank says, I remember it being very good and they had beer. Justin Dow said, I may have also bought 4 pie of shoes today. I also bought the wife and kids shoes. What is 4 pie of shoes? 4 pairs of shoes. We actually went shoe shopping today too. One of the things that my mom um, does, not every time that she comes, but a lot of times, is she buys shoes. She gets the kiddos shoes. And today I got some cool shoes. I got some Vans and some like cool sneakers. And actually, sorry, I have like ants in my pants tonight. Um, so me and Eleanor and Griffin, sorry, um, all have the same shoes. It just worked out that they had them all in our sizes. So, yay. so, um, so yeah. So apparently it was like buy shoe day today. I think we got 7 pairs of shoes all told. So super great shoe day for us. Hiram Bifton said, listen to Frank very carefully. He's right. Touching your own eyes, nose, or mouth could give you a virus just as easily and may even more than not wearing a mask. Totally true. And that's one of the things, like I like rub my eyes, and it's basically anywhere where there's mucous membranes, like touching your eyelids, touching your nose, your mouth, any of those places. Just don't do it. It's dirty. Do as I say, not as I do. That's actually accurate advice because if you watch me, I quite often touch my face and really sorry. Yeah. Justin Dow says, long time wearing the same thing. Yeah. Now I want to know what you bought your wife and kids as far as shoes. I'm totally dorky, none of my business. Scorpion Sunday says, I was in junior high at the time, so no beer. Wallhawk says, taco pizza seems to be an Iowa Midwest thing. Pizza using taco sauce, beef after cooked, and lettuce, tomato, cheese, nacho. I mean, that sounds delicious. Like, where do I sign up? That sounds delicious. Justin Dow says, show him. I know you want to see my shoes, but I will, maybe I'll show them tomorrow on the Bears Den because they're in the car. But I got a pair of Vans, like just old school all black Vans, like the slip-on kind. What Eleanor got a pair of Vans. Griffin got a pair of white sneakers. He could not be talked into not white sneakers. He is in love with these sneakers. Would not be surprised if I found him sleeping like with his new sneakers. He loves them. And then Eleanor, Griffin, and I also all have a pair of black sneakers. I think that they're Nikes, but I don't really know. Yeah. So the Eclectic Candyman says, hello, good evening, everyone. Good evening. I know, Justin Dow, I want to see your shoes. How come you're not showing me your shoes? I'm going to show my shoes tomorrow. I just have to remember to show my shoes. Somebody has to call me out. You'll call me out tomorrow and remind me, and I'll show you. And Trolling for Dollars says, I have 1 pair of shoes and 3 pairs of steel toe boots and Tevas. There you go. I somehow had like 1 pair of sneakers here, snow boots, and these pair of Crocs that I've worn. Like they look like flats, but they're Crocs. And they're dead. They're like beyond dead. And I could have sworn that I had more shoes, but I didn't. So yeah. Be a Small Engine says, I don't buy shoes until they have holes in them. Yep, I hear you. Justin Dowd said, Roxy and Chucks. I bought Nike, Reebok, and K-Swiss. Oh, man, K-Swiss. I remember those. I loved my K-Swiss. Blind Joe Man says, I stopped scratching my butt out of fear of virus butt. Frank saying hello to Eclectic Candyman. Doug says, white Chucks circa 1984. Still wear them at least once a week. Holy guacamole. Holy guacamole. Yeah. Yeah. I would love that, Justin Dow. If you do a video for me, that would be super awesome. I would love that. Oh, and my mom got boots. That's where the 7th pair is. My mom got some really cool boots. Yeah. Wahawk says, I'm sporting a walking boot. That is very sexy, Wahawk. Sprained my ankle really bad. Rolled it 3 times to be sure I didn't like it. LOL. Go big or go home. That's right, Wahawk. You just keep up that go big or go home spirit. Um, Frank says at the Den Tools, I really like black New Balance. Yep, I kind of like black anything because there are some people that can wear white. I am not one of those people. Even if it's not me that gets something on it, like I'm just a magnet in the universe for like things will be out and like the chocolate milkshake will fall off of the waitress's thing and all over my white whatever outfit I'm wearing. So yeah, I'm not one of those people. So like when we're in Vegas and we like go to like one of the, like Mandalay Bay or something, and I see the lady that's like wearing the heels and the like white jeans, I'm like, "Who are you? You're like a unicorn." I don't even know mythical creatures that wear white pants, but they exist. I am not that mythical creature because it won't be white for long. Joe Smith says Justin Dow has a shoe fetish. Hey, no hate. Everybody embrace everyone's shoeness. PT says at the Den of Tools, I have to laugh. When my 2 youngest daughters were young, they wore cowboy boots everywhere. That would be Griffin. If left to his own devices, he would either wear cowboy boots or moon boots, like snow boots, which is what he's currently wearing in the summer with no socks. Snocks. That's not even a word. No socks. So yeah, we rock the cowboy boots hard in this family. John Gonzalez says, I just sent you a few more truck pics. They're of a couple of our rescue trucks. John, I super appreciate that you're sending them to me. Like, you totally made my night. You don't understand. I love trucks. They're super awesome. If one of them goes missing, it wasn't me. Blind Tollman says, just covered up my grill. Friend, she was wing smoking today. Ah. Bella? Bella, you okay? Bella was like having a nightmare or something. She was like twitching. She's okay. Be a Small Engine says Joe Smith. Sometimes I worry about Dow. About Dow. First it was Taylor Swift. Now it's shoes. Hey, everyone's entitled to like shoes. RN Akers says it's healthcare. As an RN, never thought I would stop caring for patients, but I have learned how little they care about me. The day my state's mask mandate ends will be when I wear an N95 all day. Yep. Frank says I walk like a duck, wear out the shoes and boots fast. Yep. Joe Smith says Sergeant Joe Smith grew up so poor he wore Jordache from Kmart. Hey, some people thought Jordache was like super cool. Ronald Smith says the restaurants are now open to 100% capacity. They're allowing the theme parks to go 90% or more, and COVID-19 is still going strong here in Central Florida. Okay, so what I'm hearing is don't go out to restaurants, don't go to theme parks, stay home in Florida. Justin Dow says it really depends on what the all white shoe looks like that makes it look good or bad, Mrs. DaBear. I meant like the all white shoe just gets dirty because, yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. Justin Dow says, I have more of a jersey and hat fetish over a shoe fetish. Okay. So I'm assuming you mean like you like to wear jerseys and hats. Or are you saying that you like your lady to wear jerseys and hats? So now I need to know, what hats do you think are cool? And what jerseys? RN Acres says 700,000 COVID cases in Florida. Yep, stay home. Like literally, don't even go to the grocery store. Don't, move. PT says at the Den of Tools, those same 2 daughters played sousaphone in high school band, and that was a go big or go home. cool. Princess Jamie says, Dow does Dow. Does Dow things we don't question. That's right. Gary says, up in Ashland, Wisconsin, has canceled school for 2 weeks and closing bars. 6 bars had employees tested for it and a lot of other linked to the bars. Yeah, I know. I want to say Vegas just reopened the bars again after having them being closed. And all I could think was, why? Why on earth are you opening the bars? Like nothing good is going to come from the bars. Drink at home. Avoid people. Okay, that sounds terrible. That sounds like a terrible idea. I feel like don't do what I just said. While Hawk's talking to Joe Smith, Joe Smith says he's talking to Justin Dow. Justin Dow says, don't knock Tay Tay at BS Smalls. I see you rocking to her. That's right. Chip Shot 442 says, top of the night, Mama and Papa Bear. Love your channel. Thank you so much. Justin Dow is laughing at Sergeant's Joe Smith. Wahawk says, Justin Dow, shake it off. You just had to go there, didn't you? BS Smalls says, LOL Dow. Justin Dow says he's laughing his butt off at Wahawk, trolling for dollars, or better yet, just stay out of Florida. Yeah. Yep. Felipe Sanchez says, are we talking about Kinks? LOL. You mean the Kinks, like the band? Okay. Wow. Something's going on with our train. Can you hear that? Wow. Maybe there was something on the tracks. I don't know. Justin Dow says, correct. I like to wear jerseys and hats. My lady, hell no. Get off my LOL. That's right. Yep. Family friendly. Gary says, send some truck pics. Are you talking to me? Are you talking to our friends who have big trucks? I feel like I should make a song. There should be a song called I Like Big Trucks and I Cannot Lie. Yep. I'm going to stop there because I don't want to get, in trouble. But that's true. I would write that song. Frank says, I like the hats at the Kentucky Derby. I like them too. I think they're super cool. There's a part of me that kind of wants, like, when Jeff and I like have a wedding ceremony. We're married, obviously. Or maybe not obviously. We are married, but we have not had a wedding, like where our friends and family come and they get to celebrate us and stuff. And so there's a part of me that's like, we should make everyone wear hats. Like something like in England where they wear like those fascinators. The ladies wear the crazy hat things. Maybe it's just me. Yeah. So I feel like I was looking something up about trucks. BS Small Engine says, I was in Winter Park, Florida last month. Was it cool? Chipshot 442 says, thanks for all you do, Mama Bear. Without you, Papa Bear would be lost. Oh, thank you. That's true. I super appreciate that. Fred Hill says, at the Den of Tools. I think maybe something else. Futano 2 says, thanks for the good advice. I'll drink from home. I know, right after I said that, I realized that was probably not the thing to say. Saffiel says they need to weaponize COVID-19 and infect the entire population at once so it's all over, since we're talking about horrible ideas. No, not a good idea. Aaron Acre says, I've drank more in the last 6 months than probably last 10 years. No stimulus needed. Just pay for my booze. Yeah. Scorpion Sunday, he likes my same song. I like big trucks and I cannot lie. That's right. Dr. Falcon says, I'm going to Florida next month. Justin Dow says, weddings are overrated. I had one. It didn't last. I got married again and didn't do it big. And we've been at it for over 8 years and married twice. Like you guys got remarried. I don't know. Like I would really like to have a wedding. I think that would be great. There is a part of me that really would like that. There is another part of me that has a hard time with it and even thinking about it because my dad will not be there. Um, so yeah. Um, yeah. John says, I will try to get some pictures of the Kenworth big rigs tomorrow and send them to you. Thank you. It's like Christmas tomorrow. I will be super excited. Thank you. Yes, I'm writing more notes to myself about how excited I am about trucks, big trucks. Diges says, ooh, a Den of Tools wedding as a get together once COVID is better. Well, that would be kind of fun. Zafiel, yes, I will try to behave and keep it kid friendly. That's right. Wahak, we are falling off the rails of this crazy train. Are we falling off the rails of this? Do you mean 2020? Because I'm pretty sure it like totally derailed and like burst into flames. Be a Small Engine says, actually, it was. We went to some beaches in Florida and it was almost empty. So that was fun. So can you go to the beaches in Florida? Or was it empty because you weren't supposed to be there? Justin Dow says, married 2 years, but it's lasted longer than the last one. Awesome. Congratulations. Okay. I wish you guys could all see Bella. She's very dainty and ladylike. She's rolling around on her back. Currently, she has all 4 legs like totally, and one of her ears is bent backward. She's crazy. Wahawk says Truck Museum at the I-80 truck stop in Walcott, Iowa. Okay, why are you guys giving me all this amazingness? And I don't have anywhere to write it down. Just ignore me. I-80 truck stop. Walcott, Iowa. Joe Smith says weddings are the number 1 cause of divorce. No. Don Gonzalez says, I like the Peterbilts better. Dr. Falcon says, married 15 years this time. It's tough at times, but worth it. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. We've been married almost 11 years. And I have to say, it is getting better. Like, the marriage is getting, every year it's getting better, which is not what I expected. I don't know what I thought I expected. But marriage is not like rainbows and unicorns. And it's not about finding someone who's never going to irritate you or drive you crazy. But it is about having a friend in a partnership and a true love for one another. Not just like you have a cute butt. That helps for sure. But it's about, it's going to have ups and downs, and it's important to just be honest with yourself and be honest with them and love them for who they are. Don't try to change them. Don't fool yourself into thinking these things that irritate me about them, I'm going to somehow love them and change them. Nobody ever changes unless they want to change. Ever. You, your neighbor, your priest, no one changes unless they want to change. So you have to love somebody, as they say, warts and all. And some days it's hard, And I think one of the most important things about a marriage is having great friends that you can, have a moment and say, I want to strangle them. And thankfully for you, it's you guys. You guys get to be there and see the moments when I want to strangle him. So I'm going to stop on my like marriage road conversation here, but it's true. I love my husband and he is awesome. but that doesn't mean that I think that he's perfect or that the sun shines out of his ears. Um, yeah. So, and don't settle. Don't settle for anything less than the best for you. And don't compare your relationship or your spouse to anybody else's because your relationship is your relationship. So, I'm going to stop being a therapist right now because I'm not licensed and I don't want to get sued. But I love my husband. He's awesome. He rocks. And I want to strangle him every single day. Um, let me see where we are with comments. Frank says, I've been married for 27 years. That is awesome. That is super awesome. Justin Dow says, bro, he's talking to Zaphiel. B.S. Mulligan says, yes, you can. They was open. Oh, the beaches. That's where you mean. Curtis says, where's Big Daddy Bear? He is on the way back from Vegas with our bear, our big bear Duncan. So I am super excited for them to be home. Dr. Falcon says, when I was married, wife 3, her wedding dress was $12,000. My tux was rented for $35. I got more attention. Joe Smith says the I-80 truck stop, biggest truck stop in the world. Super cool. I love truck stops. First of all of you guys know I love trucks. I love trucks. I think they're super awesome. When we say prayers, we always include over the road truckers and those who are in the military and serving far from home. Because without truckers, we would be nowhere. Like we would have no food, we'd be naked, we would be hungry, we'd be tired, we would have no houses, like nothing. And those who are in the military spending time away from their family, so important to acknowledge that. So yeah, I totally love trucks and truck stops. Justin Dow says, crazy, right? What we do when we're young. Yeah. I was having a conversation with my mom about, we were talking about finances and I was watching a bunch of, I watch a bunch of like Dave Ramsey kind of folks that talk about finances and different things. Not Dave Ramsey, but one of the things he was saying is when you know better, you do better. And I think that's true. Like, I think people beat themselves up about choices that they make. I don't want to say mistakes. Everybody has a choice. It's a choice you make. People beat themselves up about choices that they made when they didn't know better. Like when you're young and you don't have experience and maybe you don't take the experience that somebody's offering you, or maybe you just don't have family or friends that have the experience to give you, and you make a choice that you then have to live with. That's okay because you didn't know any better. When you are older and you choose repeatedly to do that thing, that's different. But when you know better, you do better. And that's true for lots of things in life. Jobs, relationships, money, the color of your car, like my husband. What is wrong with him? He likes white cars. All white. Every single time. It's a mental illness, but I still love him. Joe Smith was telling me that it's the largest truck stop in the world. Justin Dow, totally crazy right. What we do when we're young. Totally. Wahawks talking to Curtis. And then I moved it too fast. Zaphiel says some severe psychological things wrong with wedding ceremonies nowadays. You know what? Everybody's gonna decide what's right for them. But yeah, there are definitely choices that I think are odd. Fred Hill says most of the new cases here are 0 new hospitalizations, 0 in ICU, and no dead. So, like, people are getting sick, but they're recovering, is what I think Fred Hill's saying. Frank says, I like funerals better than weddings. They are more committed. LOL. They're more permanent, but bum. B.S. Small says, Zaffiel, they have a lot of contract marriages here, so they can get extra benefits from the military. Interesting. Frank says marriage is about loving your spouse more than they love you. Sometimes it's a contest to see who loves more, who loves who more. Justin Dow says, I don't want to change. Took a long time to find someone that didn't want to change me. Just choke me from time to time. Yep. B.S. Small Engine says, my mom has been threatening to divorce my dad for 30 years. Yep. Gene Kelly says, at the Den of Tools, first marriage lasted 16 years. Marriage number 2 has lasted 6.5 now. Yep. And, some people have terrible marriages, first marriages, and they, have another marriage. And I think every relationship that we have, you grow from. Like, I wouldn't be the person or the wife or the mother that I am if I hadn't had all of the life experiences before I met my husband. And definitely the same is true. My dog is getting more comfortable. So, you are who you are, and you maybe are a better husband for your wife now because of your first marriage. And I'm sure that you probably learned a ton about yourself. John Gonzalez says there's no such thing as perfection. Yes. I feel like that should be like the top thing when, I don't know, in relationship class or something. Like, stop looking for perfect. Stop looking for like somebody who's like always going to look amazing and doesn't fart and, doesn't do that annoying tick that makes you want to strangle them. There is no perfect person. Like, it just doesn't exist. Other than me, obviously, I'm perfect. Yeah, I mean, me, but everyone else, totally not perfect. Scorpion Sunday says, good night, everyone. I'm up early. Thank you. You are so welcome. Have a super wonderful night. PT says, at the Den of Tools, been married to the same woman for over 40 years and would do it all over again. I love that. We have some friends who just celebrated their 49th wedding anniversary, and I think that is so awesome. I think it's great. And I hope to one day be in that club. Daughter of Ross sneaks back in. Hey, I'm really sorry that you're not feeling good. I hope that you are feeling better. Zaffiel at BS Small Engines. Yeah, base bunnies latching onto service members like vampires. That sounds terrible. Do you call them that to their faces? Adam All. Change comes from within. It's super true. Like I said, nobody changes unless they want to. Steven says, back. Got to playing a game some. Dennisful's back to, I think you're saying, are you back here or you're leaving to go play a game? Either way, super great to have you, Steven. Have a good night, Scorpion Sunday. PT said Scorpion Sunday, rest well. Sergeant Joe Smith talking to Scorpion Sunday. Ronald Smith at the Den of Tools. I'm still in the hospital. Oh my gosh. Honey, I'm so sorry. Ronald Smith says, I'm still in the hospital and there's a massive COVID-19 still going on here. Heart surgery next week, and they're going to be canceling spring break. Well, canceling spring break is really good. Ronald Smith, please email me, like, if I can send you a postcard or a care package or something. I am glad that you're going to have your surgery. I'm, of course, concerned for you because COVID-19 is like super crazy pants. Take care of yourself. I'm super sorry. What day next week so that we can be praying for you and also just checking up on you. Are we going to see you tomorrow in the live stream? Dr. Falcon says, now my current wife, Jane, her dress cost $65. Funny, nothing fancy or special, and we do love the heck out of each other. Now, if her mother would go home, yeah, I know that's true for a lot of people. Yep. Doesn't she also like do things to the computer and then you tell her not to do things and then she doesn't listen to you and then she gets viruses? Could be totally a different person, but I kind of remember that. Princess Jamie says, yep, military, 13 years, been away from family several years, and currently stationed away from them now. I'm sorry. I know that you are an awesome mom and that you really enjoy your family time when you're able to be with them. So I do appreciate that you are stationed away from them and that is a huge sacrifice on your part. And I appreciate it so much. John says, at the Den of Tools, favorite movie, Smoking the Bandit. It's a pretty good movie. Justin Dow says, I'm going to bounce for now. Love seeing you on the live stream. Tell Mr. DaBear I said hi. Safe travels. Love you guys. Cheers. Smash the thumbs up. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Smash the like button. Ronald Smith, prayers sent. That is from Frank. Be a Small Engine says, later, Dow. PT says, Ronald Smith, hope your planned surgery goes well and you have a great recovery. Frank's telling Justin Dow to take care. Zaffiel says, have a good night, Mr. Justin Dow. Dr. Falcon, I like white trucks, but car has to be red or silver. PT says, Justin Dow, have a good evening. Be a Small Engine says, I'm going to head out to later, everyone. Sergeant Joe Smith says, night, Brandon. Frank says, Smia, be a Small Engines, take care. Elf Pimp 1. Woo! Hey, y'all. Just made it in channel. Hello, Mrs. DaBear. We are almost out. It is 8:53 here. You got 7 minutes. You just slid in. RN Acres says, highest ICU COVID numbers in my state ever. I am super sorry. Zaffiel says, night at BS Small Engines. Frank says, hey, Elf. Sergeant Joe Smith says, Jessie is every man's dream, but Jeff found her first. So you all get to enjoy me because I'm on the channel. I don't know what that means. But thank you. That was really sweet, Sergeant Joe Smith. Steven, who's right below you, says, we are back. Was playing a game. Good. I'm glad you are back. Wallhawk says, my grandparents were married and divorced 3 times to each other. I have known a few people that have done that. They have married and divorced the same person several times. And in general, I just think there's something about each other that does it for them. Good, bad, or ugly. They got to keep going back. Ronald Smith says, at the Den of Tools, yes, the beaches are open here in Florida, and you're also going fishing in Florida. Awesome. I like fishing. Trolling for Dollars says, I took your advice and poured myself a nice drink. Hopefully you're at home. Dr. Falcon says, no, not here. Don't. Dr. Falcon says, what happens is her mom comes over here on Sunday night and takes control of the TV. That's not bad. But she brings her mangy dog, and then we get fleas. Oh, I'm sorry. That would be terrible. Terrible. Elf Pimp says, I was married to myself for 3 years. The 4th year was intolerable. I just couldn't live with myself. So we divorced. That was a long time ago. We made up. But John Gonzalez says, chomp the like button. So, Dr. Falcon, I'm really sorry. I don't know what to tell you about the dog situation. Dwayne says, first marriage, 5 years, good. Second marriage, 28 years, better. Divorced, 25 years, best. Hey, whatever makes you happy. I'm also not a person that's like, everybody needs to find somebody. I think humans in general are social creatures, and they do enjoy the company of other people. But I don't think that means people need to be married. I also don't think that means everybody is going to find somebody. So, hey, if you like being single, that's okay. You do you and be the best you can be. Matt says, "Hey, Jesse." Hey, Frank says too much information. What did I say? What did I say? Maybe Frank said something. Whatever it is, I'm sure we're okay. Paul St. Marie says, "Greetings, Bear Clan. Greetings. I hope everyone is having a great night." Frank says, "Hey to Matt." Ship out of luck. Good job. Good job, Sergeant Joe Smith. Yep, everyone's ship out of luck. Marty says, "Where is the bear?" He is on his way here from Vegas with our oldest son, Duncan. Matt saying, "Hey to Frank." Elf Pimp is doing all kinds of like gang signs with his face. You're crying and laughing and thumbs upping. And I don't know. I think the last one you're like judging me. I'm not sure what that one is. Dr. Falcon says, "My kitty is scratching like crazy." Oh, because of the fleas. I'm sorry. That's terrible. Um, Dr. Falcon says, "Everybody loves loves my body sometime." Yeah. Steven says, "At the Den of Tools." Oh, and Frank was talking to me in a joking manner. Oh, okay. I was like, what did I do? Whatever I did, I might have done it. Frank says, "TMI was for Steven." Okay. It is almost 9:00. I would like everyone to just listen to the quiet. That is the sound of a house with no children in it. It's going to be filled with children here shortly. All of them. And I'm going to hug them and love them and squeeze them until their little heads pop off. Only kidding a little bit. I'm going to snuggle them. Elf Pimp says, "Last face was me not being amused at my own goody joke." I just wasn't sure. I'm like, what does that face mean? Like, are you judging me or are we? So Sergeant Joe Smith's talking to Dr. Falcon. Frank says, "At the Den of Tools, what a great live stream. Jeff should be proud." Thank you, Frank. I know that our live streams are different when there's not as much talk about tools. There's almost always somebody who hates the fact that that's happening. And I totally get it. Like if you came here and that's really what you had your heart set on, super sad. It's not what's happening. And I do think it's a different flavor, but I also think that, you know, that's okay. You guys are amazing and awesome. And I always like having chats with you guys. And sometimes it goes on crazy rambles. And sometimes we talk about marriages. And sometimes we talk about our love for trucks. My love for trucks mainly. Thank you again for sending me truck pictures. Love trucks. John Gonzalez says, "Check out YouTuber Ron Pratt." Why does that name sound so familiar? Anyways. But yes, thank you so much for saying that. Like I said, it's a different live stream when it's just me, just like it's a different live stream when it's just him. So I think we are best when we are Wonder Twins together. But tonight you just had me, and I hope that you had a good time. Elf Pimp One says, "Good to have at least been on long enough to say hi." Awesome. PT says, "Good evening. Thank you." Paul St. Marie says, "Oh noes." Frank says, "Have a great week." Elf Pimp says, "Goofy." Yes, you are goofy. I'm goofy. We're all goofy. Joe Smith says, 147 likes. Let's do 150 at least. And John Gonzalez says, "Check out YouTuber Ron Pratt." I definitely will. Zapiel says, "You can lock the doors and jam up the keyways. It's not too late." I think you mean like to keep Jeff out. Joe Smith says, "Hit the dog mad like button." That's right. Paul St. Marie says, "Chucks, are you asking if we got Chuck Taylors today?" Because we didn't. Frank said, oh, wait, did we? No, I tried them on. I didn't get them. Frank says, "We can get 150 likes. Just 2 more." Dada Ross says, "Jam the door, glue the keyholes, turn off the lights, lock the windows, go to sleep." You guys all know that my husband has tools, right? That's not going to keep him out. Trolling for dollars. Ron Pratt has a kick butt truck. Awesome. I'm going to go check him out. Jeff is on the road again. Just couldn't wait to get on the road again. That's super true. And I have a super scratchy voice. Sorry. Paul St. Marie says, by the way, tell Jeff, oh wow, that it was really blurry there for a second. Tell Jeff the adapters will be done shortly. I made some extras for giveaways. Oh, you are super cool and awesome. Thank you so much. Daughter of Ross says it was worth a try. Jay, hey Jay. Jay. Okay, so you're having surgery tomorrow morning. I have been wondering. I wondered where you were. I hadn't seen you in the mornings, and then I was like, well, maybe he's out with his nurse friend. Maybe he like escaped. Maybe he was doing something super fun. Okay, so 11 a.m. tomorrow. So I'm assuming it's Bronx time, 11 a.m., which is like 9 my time. Anyways, we'll be praying for you. Super, super glad you're having your surgery tomorrow. Everybody else who is a praying sort, if you could say some prayers for Jay tomorrow, he's having surgery. You have been in the hospital like a trooper for probably like 3 weeks now, right? It's today like day 21. No, it's even longer than that. So super grateful that you're having surgery. I know that Ronald Smith is also having surgery, I think later this week is what he said. So I'm praying for both of you. Please let me know how you're doing. Please tell Jake that we love him and we are sending him prayers too. Tell your dad not to drive too slow. We love you. Bader's Workshop says, okay, guys and gals, I was on my phone with a friend. What did I miss? Okay. There was a lot of relationship stuff, Mater. You're going to have to like really dive deep and talk about like emotion. Okay, probably not. You could just watch what happened before. John Gonzalez says, at Trolling for Dollars, really like the rotator. Joe Smith says, 150 likes. You did it, heroes. Yes. Yay. Dr. Falcon says, good luck, Jay. Daughter Ross says, here comes the rain. Da-na-na-na. Oh, ring the bell. Jay's going to have prayers from Frank. Live free or rest in peace. I think you should blow us a kiss goodnight. Of course, I will blow everyone a kiss goodnight. Zaffiel says, I'll keep him out of his tool. I'll keep him out of his tools are in the garage. Might give him an excuse to buy more. So cancel credit cards too. Nice. Yeah. Jay says day 25. Okay, I was close, but really off. John Chapman says, hello all. Zaffiel. Frank's laughing at Zaffiel. Paul St. Marie says, speaking of hospitals, my uncle is hoping to get out after being in the ICU with COVID since mid-July. Oh my gosh. Paul St. Marie, I am so sorry, but so excited that he is going to get out. Do we have a date? Do we have a date when he's going to get out? No. Well, we will keep him in our prayers list. So thank you so much. Oh, Jay says he's enjoying the show and he's here with his unicorn. Those of you that don't know, they've given Jay some strong medicine. So sometimes he sees unicorns, because the medication is really strong. So hopefully your unicorn is being nice and hopefully the socks are also behaving and all that good stuff. So Jay, I am super, super excited for your surgery tomorrow. I hope everything goes well. And I will be thinking of you. It is 9:04. My babies are with my mom. So I am going to end it here. We do every single Sunday from 6 to 9. Doug Stubbs says, thank you for an awesome first time attendance. You are so welcome. Thank you for joining. Thank you for bringing yourself to our amazing community. Paul St. Marie says, no date, but he's going to have to rehab first. Dr. Falcon says, but he says he's a smart unicorn. That's right. It is a smart. Shh, the socks are sleeping. That's right. Everyone be quiet because we don't want to wake up his socks. Thad's Wrath says, Bear's prayers couldn't get better. Yep. Princess Jamie says, take care, Jesse. I'll see you on the den tomorrow. Yes, I will be at the Bear's Den tomorrow, which is our other channel, which is where I actually started live streaming this evening, erroneously. So I hope everyone has a great night. Jay and Ronald Smith, I'm definitely going to be praying about you guys this week, and Jay especially tomorrow because you're having surgery tomorrow. And Paul St. Marie, keep us updated about your uncle, because we definitely want to know what's going on. Yes, we got 150 likes. Thank you so much, John Gonzalez. Meters Workshop says, good night. God bless. And as always, be a pirate. Rum on. Rum on. I love it. Have a good night, all. Ronald Smith, I'm going to do my best to catch the show tomorrow morning. If I'm not busy, totally understand. Night, all. Shine on. And as Meters Workshop said it best. Hang on. Joe Smith says, night, heroes. Thank you, everyone. So good night. God bless. And as always, shine on. Have a great night. Prayers for everyone. If I can figure out how to end the stream.